Pearson, Harrison Ford, terrific script by Andrew Marlowe. And it was pure joy. And it came out and it was one of the most successful movies of all time, leading R-rated release in history. So you're feeling kind of good about things. And what that did was it created some confidence when you get cold-cocked like this. A really successful organization, Jim Cronin, Art Aaron, Tim Romani, who built Comiskey Park, to sort of huddle and say, okay, what do we do with this? Do we want 5 draft picks? What are we going to do without Joe? Well, that was an idiot test, right? What are you going to do without Joe? You're going to end up in the toilet. And Joe was, somebody that Pierre saw as a potential successor for him when he was no longer interested in being the president of the team. And so there was so much at stake. In essence, what you do, you bang around like a pinball for about 3 days trying to figure out where the restroom is. But then you get your act together and you say, okay, well, let's not waste this crisis. What would we need to do to put ourselves, the company, in the best position to feel smart about matching this offer? And the answer was pretty simple. You're not going to take money from the Feld company and pay a professional athlete and say, thanks for, you've grown up, Beacon, you've done a great job, and as a prize, we're going to take all your money away and play a hockey player. That wouldn't happen. But what that did is it allowed me to pick up the phone and call the mayor and say, Wellington, look, let's finish the arena deal, because in order to sell to all of our free agents a vision about what Denver sports and Colorado sports can be, we should be in a state-of-the-art venue. And we've got, all the pieces in place to do that. Let's finish that deal. That'll send a message. And these things we're haggling over, I need them to pay Joe Sakic and keep the team together. We've got to be able to put a respectable product on the ice. Number 2, great corporate partner, Liberty Media. They're legendary in the media business. And to reach out to them and say, look, now we have the arena. We got these 2 teams and things are relatively stable. How would you like to invest in a small piece? And not coincidentally, the exact number that we need to match this offer. So I'm padding, our resources. And then the final piece, which was the one we were pretty confident we could get done. We didn't know if we'd get any of it done, but we were confident we might get this last one done, is that Fox wanted to re-up with the Avalanche and the Nuggets. So to cement them for a long period of time and maybe recalibrate the rights payment so we got more up front, again, improving, that gave us the strength to then turn around and on day 7 and say, oops, sorry, you stank.
MLB Network Radio is your home for 24/7 baseball talk, featuring on-site coverage of every major event from spring training through the World Series and expert analysis from former general managers and players. SiriusXM, Channel 89.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM NHL schedule for Wednesday, December the 3rd. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, New Jersey Devils face the Dallas Stars at 7 p.m. Devils on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 936. Stars on Internet 928. Montreal Canadiens face the Winnipeg Jets at 7:30 p.m. Canadiens on Sirius and XM channels 167, Internet 934. Jets on Internet 951. Philadelphia Flyers take on the Buffalo Sabres at 7:30 p.m. Flyers on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 940. Sabres on Internet 922. Anaheim Ducks face the Utah Mammoth at 10 p.m. Ducks on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 920. Mammoth on Internet 947. San Jose Sharks face the Washington Capitals at 10 p.m. Sharks on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 942. Capitals on Internet 950. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Wednesday, December the 3rd. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, New Jersey Devils face the Dallas Stars at 7 p.m. Devils on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 936. Stars on Internet 928. Montreal Canadiens face the Winnipeg Jets at 7:30 p.m. Canadiens on Sirius and XM channels 167, Internet 934. Jets on Internet 951. Philadelphia Flyers take on the Buffalo Sabres at 7:30 p.m. Flyers on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 940. Sabres on Internet 922. Anaheim Ducks face the Utah Mammoth at 10 p.m. Ducks on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 920. Mammoth on Internet 947. San Jose Sharks face the Washington Capitals at 10 p.m. Sharks on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 942. Capitals on Internet 950. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91.
On the court and off, your home for the NBA is Sirius XM. Follow all the drama as your favorite team vies for it all. Sirius XM NBA Radio, Sirius XM 86.
In the summer of 1997, the New York Rangers tried to sign away Joe Sakic from the Colorado Avalanche, and owner of the Avs at that time, Charlie Lyons, had 7 days to figure out how to keep Sakic. Stopping by Sirius XM NHL Network Radio on Channel 91, Lyons was on to talk with Steve Koulias from the Power Play about his initial reaction to the news of New York offering Sakic $15 million up front in their deal.
I remember the summer of 1997, the Rangers have offer sheeted Joe Sakic. It's a 3-year deal, $21 million, $15 million up front. I remember that part. Joining us now is Charlie Lyons, the Avs CEO. The big honcho at the time joins me on the Power Play. So where were you, Charlie, when you first heard the news? Did you fall off your chair?
Well, I didn't fall off my chair, but I left my heart in San Francisco. The phone rang. It was Mark Kisla, who terrific journalist that was always sort of ahead of stories. And he said, "Hey, what do you think about the offer sheet for Joe Sakic for $21 million with 15 up front? How you doing?" Your mind goes to, oh, he's obviously kidding. He wants something else, but he wasn't kidding. And so, it's a punch. I was getting ready to go on vacation, so that's the right time to slam somebody. And that's what it was. So I was a neighbor, my dear friend Pierre Lacroix, collaborator, lived across the cul-de-sac. So we met at the center of the cul-de-sac, and he just gave me this look like, wow, who'd have thunk? And then, what are you going to do? What's your plan, big guy? Because that's a lot of money. 30 years ago, that kind of contract was destabilizing, to say the least. And also, Dave Checkins had done his homework, right? That they had been smart enough to, because we were publicly traded and we were a young company. He looked at the balance sheet and said, "Hey, look how much money they have in the bank. So we offer $1 more." It's going to knock their company on their ear. They're going to have to take 5 picks. So, given that he had Richter and he had, the greatest player of all time, Wayne Gretzky, and by the way, Joe Sakic's idol, that was going to be a powerful team. And having just lost Messier, he needed to do something. And so he did the right thing. He said, what the heck? There's a chance they aren't going to be able to pull it off. And at least I'm making an effort. And so I felt pretty beat up, candidly.
Sirius XM NFL Radio Channel 88 brings you expert analysis from former players, coaches, and executives, plus reaction to all the latest news on the only 24/7 station dedicated to the National Football League.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Wednesday, December the 3rd. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, New Jersey Devils face the Dallas Stars at 7 p.m. Devils on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 936, Stars on Internet 928. Montreal Canadiens face the Winnipeg Jets at 7:30 p.m. Canadiens on Sirius and XM channels 167, Internet 934, Jets on Internet 951. Philadelphia Flyers take on the Buffalo Sabres at 7:30 p.m. Flyers on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 940. Sabres on Internet 922. Anaheim Ducks face the Utah Mammoth at 10 p.m. Ducks on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 920. Mammoth on Internet 947. San Jose Sharks face the Washington Capitals at 10 p.m. Sharks on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 942. Capitals on Internet 950. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Wednesday, December the 3rd. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, New Jersey Devils face the Dallas Stars at 7 p.m. Devils on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 936. Stars on Internet 928. Montreal Canadiens face the Winnipeg Jets at 7:30 p.m. Canadiens on Sirius and XM channels 167, Internet 934. Jets on Internet 951. Philadelphia Flyers take on the Buffalo Sabres at 7:30 p.m. Flyers on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 940. Sabres on Internet 922. Anaheim Ducks face the Utah Mammoth at 10 p.m. Ducks on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 920. Mammoth on Internet 947. San Jose Sharks face the Washington Capitals at 10 p.m. Sharks on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 942. Capitals on Internet 950. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91.
Follow every second of the action on NHL Network Radio. From behind the bench to every play on the ice. If it's hockey, it's on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio. Sirius XM 91.
Mark Messier is a 6-time Stanley Cup champion. He won 5 with the Edmonton Oilers and 1 with the New York Rangers, and is the only player to captain 2 teams to Stanley Cup championships. In Edmonton, after winning back-to-back Stanley Cup championships in 1984 and 85, it wasn't until 1987 where the team would win their 3rd Stanley Cup championship. Speaking on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Messier joined Scott Laughlin for the morning skate on Sirius XM Channel 91 to talk about what it was like to win that 1987 Stanley Cup Finals series against the Philadelphia Flyers, despite blowing a 3-1 series lead and having to win it in a Game 7.
Mark, let's go back to the 1987 Canada, or not Canada Cup. That was still to come.
That was a good Canada Cup.
That wasn't Game 7, but that was an all-decider as well, as we know. But for Game 7... Yeah, that was pretty good stuff. But 87 in the Stanley Cup final, you're facing Philadelphia. You're up 3-1 in the series. They come back to tie it. Now you've got Game 7. Take us back to your greatest remembrances of, again, almost letting the series slip away and then having that opportunity in Game 7 to come up big, which you guys clearly did.
Well, it just goes to show you that we felt back in 87, we were really at the peak of that team in some ways. Some people think 85 team was the best team ever. 87, I think, was probably the most talented team. I think 85 team had a better overall record. I think it was 16-1 or 16-2 in that playoff year. 87, we got tangled up against Philadelphia, but we felt we're a better team. But sports isn't about who's a better team. It's about the belief system inside the dressing room. And Philadelphia wouldn't quit. Mike Keenan wouldn't allow the young Philadelphia team to quit. They were kind of banged up. They had some injuries, but they were able to extend the series after what we thought probably should have been maybe at least 4 or 5 game series. We lost, I think, the first game, if I remember correctly, and then came back and won 3 in a row, coming home to win the 5th game, only to realize that winning a championship, even after all the experience we had, is not that easy. And then going back to Philadelphia for Game 6, and they trounced us in Philly. Now we find ourselves in a Game 7, and then once you get to a Game 7, anything can happen. You can get a bad break, an unlucky bounce, as we've seen in the past, and so everything's at stake, everything's on the line, and I think luckily for us, we're able to, really kind of rely on our experiences that we had in the past. We felt incredibly confident that if we went out and played our best game and Philadelphia went out and played their best game, our best was going to be good enough. But even with that, there was so much uncertainty. And sure enough, we're able to to win our third cup in 4 years, which was quite an incredible feat.
That was Hockey Hall of Famer and Stanley Cup champion for the Edmonton Oilers, Mark Messier, on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio's The Morning Skate with Scott Laughlin on Channel 91.
Hear it all on demand. Your favorite shows, your favorite games. Don't miss a second of your favorite SiriusXM programming on demand with the SiriusXM app. Download it now for free.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Wednesday, December the 3rd. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, New Jersey Devils face the Dallas Stars at 7 p.m. Devils on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 936, Stars on Internet 928. Montreal Canadiens face the Winnipeg Jets at 7:30 p.m. Canadiens on Sirius and XM channels 167, Internet 934, Jets on Internet 951. Philadelphia Flyers take on the Buffalo Sabres at 7:30 p.m. Flyers on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 940. Sabres on Internet 922. Anaheim Ducks face the Utah Mammoth at 10 p.m. Ducks on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 920. Mammoth on Internet 947. San Jose Sharks face the Washington Capitals at 10 p.m. Sharks on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 942. Capitals on Internet 950. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Wednesday, December the 3rd. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, New Jersey Devils face the Dallas Stars at 7 p.m. Devils on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 936, Stars on Internet 928. Montreal Canadiens face the Winnipeg Jets at 7:30 p.m. Canadiens on Sirius and XM channels 167, Internet 934, Jets on Internet 951. Philadelphia Flyers take on the Buffalo Sabres at 7:30 p.m. Flyers on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 940. Sabres on Internet 922. Anaheim Ducks face the Utah Mammoth at 10 p.m. Ducks on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 920. Mammoth on Internet 947. San Jose Sharks face the Washington Capitals at 10 p.m. Sharks on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 942. Capitals on Internet 950. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91.
The PGA Tour comes to life.
Cross ice for Brad. Now near side, they score. It's the one-timer by Nico Hischier. A power play goal. Hand save made by Markstrom. Rebound. Brodzinski is robbed as the power play comes to an end. And Jacob Markstrom has been stout. Moving across the line. Brad in deep. He scores. Here's Palat. Finds a man in front. They score. It's Jack Hughes, baby. It's a 2-on-1. Luke and Jack. Luke at the shot, scores! Oh, a ripper there by Luke Hughes. Jack Hughes, one man back, across the line, has Brad with him, feeds it to Brad, back to Jack. Bingo bongo, it's 5-0. Ho, 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 baby.
Devils Hockey is brought to you by Prudential. Protect your life's work with help from Prudential, the official financial services partner of the Devils. Citizens Bank, the official bank of the New Jersey Devils. And RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
The Devils will try to regain the winning touch tonight as at Prudential Center they play host to the Dallas Stars. The Devils have lost their last two. They'll try to right their ship against one of the best teams in the National Hockey League as we welcome you to The Rock. Oh, very good evening, everyone. Matt Laughlin along with Chico Resch. Thanks so much for joining us on the Devils Hockey Network. Home, Chico Resch has been very good indeed for the Devils, but lately it's kind of turned against them. They've lost their last two, but maybe the home ice will be the thing and some solid play against Dallas.
Well, solid play's key. I don't know about the home ice. Let's hope so. But you know, Matty, you've seen it from game to game with the condensed schedule. It's just impossible to know Is the team going to score? Are they going to play defense? If they give up one goal, are they going to give up another quick one? You and I were talking about it. I can't really break down this season with the Olympics. I wish the Olympics weren't happening because it's just throwing everything out of sync. But that's just me. But it is, and so I don't know. But tonight, Matt, they're facing a team that on paper and with their record, because you are what your record says, pretty darn good. But they had a big injury last night. Sagan gets ACL hurt. The goalie, Matty just told me, I didn't know this, Ottinger, he hasn't beaten the Devils. So again, do these factors matter? I don't know. We're going to find out, though.
Well, you're right. Dallas comes in with the better record, 17-5-5. Lost last night in overtime to the Rangers, but they just get points, it seems, in games. They're 5-0-2 in their last 7.
Yeah.
And in fact, you go back toward the beginning of the season, 17-5-5, but 14-2-4 in their last 20. So they rarely lose in regulation, and that'll be the task for the Devils tonight, who come in at 16-9-1, suddenly find themselves in third place in the tightly bunched Metropolitan Division. But hey, if they win tonight, they'll move into first place. I think we have to wipe out of our mind, and you were ahead of the curve on this one, the old Thanksgiving sets a playoff spot. That was kind of the thought over the last 20 years or so. If you had a playoff spot by American Thanksgiving, chances were you were going to make it. It wasn't perfect, but chances. Now, I'm going to say it's my holiday, St. Patrick's Day. That's when we'll know who's going to make it.
Oh, the luck of the Irish. That's what it's going to take, because we might go over it tonight, but it's so bunched up. And, teams will lose at home and you'll say, oh, they're going nowhere. And then they'll go on the road and beat some, good team. So I can't call it out. And the other thing is, they've had some injuries. I talked about Tyler Sagan, but Tom Harley, really good defenseman. He's hurt. And they've got Matt Duchene's out. So, again, that's a good team over there, but they're missing players. On the other side, the New Jersey Devils, Matty, they're a really good team. But when your best defensive defenseman is out, and we'll get to that, Brett Pesce, and your best forward's out, you're not the same team, are you?
No, Jack Hughes still sidelined, and he'll be looked at, reevaluated. That injury he suffered in Chicago, the non-hockey injury, will be reevaluated shortly after Christmas. It's an 8-week time frame from the time of his surgery, so that would take him a couple of weeks into January. We'll see if it's any sooner than that. Good news is Pesce has been skating. He was skating this morning along with Johnny Kovacevic, but there was some cold water thrown on it by head coach Sheldon said they're still a ways away.
Yeah, that's true. But, what do you think I was looking for? What did he break? A finger? So I'm looking, how is he gripping the stick? How is he snapping the puck?
How was he?
He was good. I told him as he was walking through, I said, Brett, you were snapping it so well. I think some of those shots would have beat me. And he laughed. But you know what I mean? It wasn't like he was just skating. Then I'd worry. But at least the grip of the stick is coming around. Not that means he's playing, in 2 or 3 games, but at least it was encouraging.
So in the absence of Jack Hughes, there's no question Nico Hischier, Timo Meier have elevated their game. Each bring a 6-game point scoring streak into tonight's game. Nico just 2 away from tying a career high. But other players have to find a way somehow to score a goal. A start might have been Monday when Andre Palat scored, but he's got a long list alongside him of guys who need to find a way to light the lamp.
You're absolutely right. Now, Matty, just think of this. In the last 5 games, Meier 5 goals, Hischier 5 goals. That's 10 goals from 2 players. But we are hoping, we believe that the 3rd and 4th line this year is better than in the past. That's what's going to carry it. But they got to start putting some pucks in the net, and I know it's hard, not easy to score, and I know they're playing well defensively, they're good along the boards, they're working hard, and we know that, but Matty, we look at that big scoreboard, and it's right now it's 0-0. For the Devils, somebody's got to change that 0 to 1, and then to 2, and then to 3, and it can't just be the same top-end guys.
It can't be. That's not a recipe for success, and at the same time, the guys on the blue line in Pesce's absence, and Monday was a little different. Siegenthaler left early because of the game misconduct with his sweater not being tied down, and Brendan Dillon didn't play much after getting involved in a scrap with Dmitry Voronkov and falling to the ice and hitting his face. But guys got to play defense. They got to be harder. They can bring a little offense. Luke Hughes can. Shimo Nemitz can. But they also can't keep making some of the mistakes they've been making. Maybe we just have to live with it. But maybe they've got to cut down.
Well, that's a great point. And a fan told me tonight, he said, okay, it's the coach. He's reminding guys. But is it also on the bench? Well, okay, you just get scored on. Say, guys. Okay, everybody said, well, you got to bounce back from that. What does that mean? You start to take chances offensively to try to get it back? Maybe you say, guys, we got scored on. Not good. They're going to come. They're going to get momentum. Let's absolutely play it safe for the next few shifts and not give them any chances. I don't know what's happening down on the bench, but that would be one thing you could do.
Now, is that playing it safe, or is that just winning hockey? Nothing happens here. Nothing happens here. We got to regain the momentum.
I think you just answered it. It's winning hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why sometimes we say after they get scored on, they had a big shift. That's a big, and so it leads people to think, that's what you got to do after you get scored on. Go and have a big offensive shift. But sometimes, especially now, Matty, where you can see, I don't know why it's happening exactly, but the Devils are giving up goals in bunches sometimes.
Yeah.
So, okay, that's what life is on the ice right now. Let's make sure if we get scored on, let's go 5 minutes, play it safe. Doesn't matter. They're going to have a chance to score. But whatever it is, Maddie and I, folks, we've been talking about it. We're trying to figure it out just like you guys. And I don't really have an absolute answer. But something's got to change. We say, we don't know what, but something's got to change. And that's like tonight.
Exactly. As the Devils take on the Dallas Stars, the Devils trying to end a 2-game losing streak. It will be Jacob Markstrom in goal against Jake Ottinger as the Devils play the first of 2 against Dallas this season. The Devils Hockey Fights Cancer specialty jerseys are now up for auction. Fans can bid on these jerseys through December 6th. Net proceeds will benefit the Jack and Cheryl Morris Cancer Center. Place your bid by visiting NewJerseyDevils.com/auction. No changes in the Devils lineup except in goal from Monday's game. There is one change. Chico mentioned Tyler Seguin suffering a knee injury, an ACL injury, and he's likely gone for the rest of the season. That happened last night against the Rangers. So our old friend Nate Bastian, after being a healthy scratch for the last 3 games, the former Devil comes back in the lineup tonight.
And that's the good news. And this is just my theory, Matty. These guys are playing every second night. Both those players, Kyle Palmieri and Seguin, they're 35-36. Now, you know how much you're using your anterior cruciate ligament on your knee. Are they getting tired, those muscles, and then they're not getting time to recover like they used to? I don't know, but, those are 2 pretty major injuries to 2 players that haven't been, Seguin's been injured. But so that's what I mean, Matty, it's the unknown about all these compressed games. There's been more injuries than I've ever seen in hockey. And is it for that reason or whatever? But I don't have an answer for that. I don't have any answers, Matty. Sorry. Well, I'll throw them out there, but you got to answer them.
All right. Well, you've got a commercial break to come up with some. And when we come back, we'll have more of the pregame show. It includes the ceremony honoring Brendan Dillon, who played in his 1,000th game on Monday. He gets the silver stick. Tonight, we'll have that when we come back on the Devils Hockey Network.
Want to know the best way to find parking for Devils games? It's easier than you think. Now with Park Mobile, you can easily reserve a parking spot for every Devils game. So you just drive right to the lot and have a guaranteed spot waiting for you. You can make a parking reservation right in the Park Mobile app or in the parkmobile.io website. Search for Prudential Center, select your game, and reserve your spot. So the next time you're going to watch the Devils at Prudential Center, don't put your parking on ice. Score a hat trick by reserving your spot with Park Mobile, a smarter way to park. NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get New Jersey Devils tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the New Jersey Devils and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game, so you can catch all the action live all season long. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Devils. In hockey, it's all about protecting the net. And at Prudential, we're all about helping you protect your life's work. As the official financial services partner of the New Jersey Devils, Prudential's rock-solid expertise is designed to help you reach your goals. After all, no matter where you are in life, you've got something to protect. Visit Prudential.com today and see how we can help you.
This is Dougie Hamilton. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network.
Tonight's starting goalies are presented by RWJ Barnabas Health, New Jersey's largest academic healthcare system and official healthcare provider of the New Jersey Devils. Jacob Markstrom in goal for the Devils. He's 7-4-1. In goal for Dallas, Jake Ottinger, 11-4-2, tied for third in wins in the National Hockey League. Back with the start after this on the Devils Hockey Network.
The scrape of blades, the clash of sticks. Hockey's more than a game. It's unrelenting, never give up moments that make you feel alive. And so you commit to the weekly ups and downs, the long road to the playoffs. You wear your heart on your sleeve and your jersey with pride. And when you're there for your team, the NHL shop is there for you. Check out the largest selection of official NHL gear at NHLshop.com. A Fanatics experience.
The New Jersey Devils are all about scoring goals and making saves, and so is Citizens. Reaching a financial goal might not get the crowd on their feet like a hat trick. Just like in hockey, having a solid team behind you makes the win sweeter and much more likely. A partner like Citizens will help fans make sense of their money so they can face off against anything coming their way. Citizens, official bank of the New Jersey Devils. Learn more at citizensbank.com/devils. Member FDIC. NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get New Jersey Devils tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the New Jersey Devils and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game, so you can catch all the action live all season long. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Devils.
This is Connor Brown. You are listening to Matt and Chico on the Devils Hockey Network.
Brendan Dillon being honored for playing in his 1,000th game on Monday. A video presentation being made to the crowd here at Prudential Center. Let's join it in progress.
Brendan, you've worked for everything you've gotten. To be where you are and accomplish what you have. I'm forever in awe of the dedication and commitment you display in every facet of your life. From the locker room to our living room, you make people light up around you. We've been all over the map in this incredible hockey journey. 1,000 incredible moments, 1,000 times cheering for our guy, and we'd do it 1,000 times over. To the world and fans at the Rock, you're Dilly. But to us, you're Brendan. Dad. Our Rock.
Devils fans, let's hear it for number 5, Brendan Dillon.
And that was his wife, Emma, introducing the video. She'll be joined by their 2 children on the red carpet.
And you should have seen the scratches on his face. It's just so prominent, and that's what happened last game.
With a custom black open road hat that features 1,000 NHL games embroidered on the inside.
Yeah, wife and children out there, and and that cowboy hat. Remember he had it on when they had the red carpet the first time they introduced him? And he's still wearing it.
Captain Nico Heischer.
Presenting Brendan with an engraved Rolex Daytona watch courtesy of Hamilton Jewelers, a Tiffany Crystal, an engraved Magnum bottle of Opus One Cabernet Sauvignon, an engraved mega bottle of champagne from the Devils partner Le Cool, and a framed picture, game sheet, and puck from his 1,000th game.
Mom and Dad out there along with his wife Emma, his 2 children Elton and Elowen. And if you play 1,000 games, you get a silver stick.
Please welcome Devils managing partners David and Allison Blitzer. On behalf of Harris Blitzer Sports and Entertainment, and the entire Devils organization, David is presenting Brendan with a silver stick engraved with his 1,000 games accomplishment. And Allison is presenting 2 mini silver sticks to Brendan's daughters, Elton and Eloise.
Nicely done. Dad appreciates it. I'm sure the kids do as well. There'll be a spot in his living room or family room for those. And you mentioned the scrapes and scraps on his face, Chico.
I didn't know he fell on his face that hard.
Yeah, in that fight with Voronkov on Monday. And he did come back, skated a few shifts, but didn't play in the third. But he's fine to go in game 1,001.
Well, you know what? Brendan Dillon is an example of how important parenting is. When I was in San Jose where he played, the guard was there and loved Brendan Dillon. But he said his dad, I miss his dad as much as Brendan. And that was a great tribute to Brendan and his father.
That does speak volumes. The fruit doesn't fall far from the tree, right? His photos are being taken on the red carpet to our right. Hugs for Dad and Mom and the wife. And now it's time to go to work, as Dad has done over the course of his career.
Yeah, and Brendan, you know, he does... Well, yeah, he's in the limelight because he's such a great guy. But you know what he's really thinking about? All these people, I got to play well tonight. And he was playing well the last game, except that unusual fisticuffs thing happened. And that wasn't his fault, just happened.
Crazy, chaotic game, especially in the second period against Columbus. Let's join Arlette for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red red, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Earlier this year, Pete Canarozzi, the organist, played in his, 1500th game. And Arlette's passed the 1,000 game mark. Brendan Dillon, 1,000 games. So that's the 3K plus crowd at the start of tonight's game.
And, you know, I'm thinking of Brendan. The 1,000th game, Matty, the last game, didn't go the way he wanted it, right? But one thing we do know, it will be memorable. And he gave it all. He came back in the second, tried to go. But he's out there now. You know, he's ready to go. Probably 20 minutes tonight. And so, you know, and they're going to need their D to be solid, Matty. Not that that's the key. Jake Ottinger's in the other end, and even if he gives up the first 2 goals, he's not going to get pulled because Pete DeBoer is not coaching anymore. It's Glenn Gullifson. But like I said earlier, Matty said, I didn't know this, Jake Ottinger has never beaten the Devils. So if you are into that sort of thing, good for the Devils.
0-2-1 lifetime against the Devils. Pete DeBoer was let go after, for the 3rd straight year, taking Dallas to the Western Conference Final, but not getting to the Stanley Cup Final. Here's Timo Meier. He's in deep. Backhands in front for a redirect. Save is made. The rebound cleared from in front by Wyatt Johnston.
Yeah, they changed the lines a little bit with Sagan out of the lineup. Steele is playing the left side. And as you mentioned, Nate Bastian's in the lineup.
Healthy scratch for the last 3 in the lineup tonight. as Sagan suffered that ACL injury last night in a collision with Vladislav Gavrikov. Timo Meier picks off a pass in front, checked by Steele, but gets the puck to Jesper Bratt, and now it's on to Dougie Hamilton. I know those listening are saying, where are the keys to the game? Well, we're going to get to them at the next whistle. Here's Palat. Flips one in front, and the try by Gritsuk is deflected away. Gritsuk gets it back, tries to get it to Palat, but it bounces around, and Maverick Bort takes over. Dumps it in. Markstrom will handle. Flips it off the glass. Settled by Palat to Luke Hughes. Fires one cross ice for Gritsuk. Across the line. Steps on the brakes, does Gritsuk. Now for Mercer. Goes off his stick. Palat tries to gain control behind the net. Turnover by Capobianco. Here is Gritsuk. Now it's Mercer to the blue line. Dillon with a drive, and the glove save is made.
Hey, attaboy, Brendan. Dillon blasts one from the point. Good shift for the Devils, but what do you want to say? You got something on your mind?
I want to know what's on your mind. The keys to the game presented by Ticketmaster.
Well, here's what I like about tonight's game. There's real fear in the Devils lineup because they're playing a very good team. That always adds to it. But I would think, Matty, play a balanced game. You've got to try to score some goals. You have to. But as we're all talking up here, Sam included, we're talking, we have got to be tight defensively. We can't come unglued for 2 or 3 minutes and give up goals.
Off the draw, here's Dillon at the left point. Now toward Paul Cotter in the corner, but it's picked off and skated out by Esa Lindell. Lindell across the line, looks to get it to a man in front. It's swept away. It was off a Devil's stick and then swept by Markstrom away from Jason Robertson. And I think it's a good plan to keep the puck away from Jason Robertson.
I was thinking the same thing. He was all alone in front.
6th in scoring in the National Hockey League. 13 goals in his last 12 games. Did not score last night in the overtime loss to the Rangers. 21 points in those 12 games as well.
Mm-hmm. And we won't get into it yet because they are on the power play. But their 3 big boys lead the league in power play points. So best way to solve that, try not to take penalties, but that's hard.
17:35 to go in the first. No score. Wraparound try by Lamigo. And that's deflected away. Puck in the Dallas end. Here's Kolyachonov.
Oh, those are some tongue twisters. I like it, Matty.
They've got Vladislav Kolyachonov, Kyle Capobianco.
I love that name.
Justin Rixkovian. Whoa. Puck at center ice. It's easy. Timo Meier after it along with Siegenthaler. Now to Bratt. Spins away from Rantanen. Gains the zone. He's in deep. Slows down along the near wall. Gets it to Meier. His shot is deflected wide by Hischier, who picks it up behind the net. Tries to get it to Dougie Hamilton. It comes loose. Now Hischier finds Hamilton in the corner. Devils defenseman in deep. Dougie on the backhand. Protects. Drops it off for Meier. Races after. Goes cross-size. Oh, he's looking for Bratt, but Rantanen picks it off. He skates out to center ice. Mikko Rantanen across the line. Slowed down by Hamilton. Puck swept around for Steele. Drives it back for Rantanen. Sweeps it to the left wing wall. Here's Lindell with a shot that sails through the crease. Miro Heiskanen corrals it in deep. Now a backhand pass comes all the way through. Johnston hands it off. He gets it back. Comes cross ice for Heiskanen. Dallas pressing. Lindell with a shot. That's knocked down in front. And Meier looks to clear. Rolls off of Johnston, though, who keeps it alive. Now at the blue line, it's Lindell for Johnston. He's checked on the play by Mercer. Puck loose behind the net. They can't get it in front. Now Rantanen has it near side wall. Out high it goes. Dallas making a change. Devils can't get control of the puck. Here's Rixkovian with it. Banks one behind the net. Steele has it swept away by Siegenthaler, but Hamilton's pass is intercepted by Rixkovian. He's along the right wing wall. Goes cross ice. Devils get a piece, and Brad says, let me get this thing out of here. Heavy pressure from Dallas, but no shots on goal.
Matty, is that not the bending but not breaking? That's okay. I mean, they're playing a really good team. Let's not kid ourselves. They've got some top-end players. That was their top line out there for that shift as well.
And it showed now. Pass picked off behind the net by Cotter. Centers. Glasses shot is deflected wide. Now with it is Connor Brown. Chips it to the wall. Dylan goes cross.
Sorry, Matty.
Goes cross ice to Luke Hughes, whose shot is blocked out high. Yeah, Ottinger had lost his stick.
And was way out inside the circle. And he couldn't get it. But Devils couldn't get the puck. So
Stars dump it in. Luke Hughes plays it out. Settled by Lyubushkin. He loses control. Jamie Benn, their captain, picks it up and smacks it in the Devils' zone. He missed the first 19 games of the season, did Ben. Suffered a collapsed lung during the preseason. Here's Palat across the line. Looks to get it to Mercer. Batted away. Palat gets it back. Now finds Gritsuk. His shot is blocked. It's loose. Settled by Palat at the side of the net. Palat to the blue line for Nemitz. Now here's Mercer with a blast. Saves made. Palat has it far side. Now it's the Devils' turn to recover, as Mercer's shot is deflected to the near corner, and Dallas lifts it clear to center ice. Rope hints for Robertson. He's checked far side. Good work by Shimon Nemitz. But now the puck comes loose for Dallas. Nate Bastian tries to get it to a teammate and does, and it's sent wide by Petrovic.
I think what we're seeing here, Matty, in these shifts is what we're going to see all night. One team going on the attack, then the other. Who can survive defensively is going to be important, and who can finish their offensive chances will rule this game tonight.
Capobianco fires it in. He had a goal last night, his first goal in over 2 years. Spending most of that time, as you might imagine, in the American Hockey League still. Yeah. To the blue line it goes. His shot goes wide. That's Capobianco. Now it's Stefan Nason with it. For Dougie Hamilton. Up the left wing side for Glendening. Sam Steele bats it loose. Devils control with 7 minutes gone by in the first no score. A lot of action, not a lot of shots on goal.
No. You know, it's anticipatory. It looks like it's going to happen. Then somebody makes a good defensive play or it breaks down. So you're right. No really good scoring chance. Maybe one by the Devils.
Rantanen ran into Heischer at center ice here. Steele. Now the puck comes to Robertson. He sends it wide. He's now in the net behind Markstrom as the puck comes out to center ice.
Robinson, or who was that? Yeah, Robertson scored. He went into the net, but they don't count that. You know, I mean, you get no points for the player going in the net. It's the puck. So.
Oh, Rantanen with it. You're right. He's in the net, but the puck's not with him. It's scoreless.
No, I know. And like I say, Devils and the Stars are coming with inches of creating a great scoring chance. But, Matty, if you don't, it just, okay, it was no harm, no foul. Or no play, no finish, no goal.
Dylan, who started his career with the Dallas Stars, undrafted, played his first 3+ years with Dallas. He's on the ice, paired now with Shimon Nemitz. Glass's line is out there for the Devils. Puck at center ice. Here's Maverick Bourque racing down the left wing side. Burst of speed. And now coming over is Cholowski to converge along with Cotter to prevent the scoring opportunity.
Good play. Cholowski's coming off the bench. He's got to hustle.
Capobianco with a shot off the stick of Brown, off the glass behind the net. One hand pass comes all the way through. Petrovic at the blue line keeps it alive. Petrovic at the right point. Fakes the shot. Now wrists one. Went off of glass. It was shaken up just a little bit. Now free in front. Cholowski plays it off the near wall. Dallas recovers. Petrovic with a wrister, and that's off the stick of Riskovian and off the glass.
That's what I mean, Matty. Like, game of inches, right? There's a terrific deflection. But fortunately for the Devils, it went over the net, not in it.
9 minutes gone by. Riskovian, by the way, spells his last name Hrykkowian.
So the H is silent.
And there's an S in there somewhere because it's Riskovian. Puck goes out of play on a deflection, and we'll have a timeout.
Well, you've got a challenging night, Mr. Loughlin. There's 3 names there that are a little bit unusual. But so far, they're not on the score sheet. That's all the Devils got to worry about. Don't let those names get on the score sheet. Devils want to try to finish. Only 3 shots. 10:46 to go here in the first period. 0-0. You're listening to the New Jersey Devils hockey broadcast.
The New Jersey Devils are all about scoring goals and making saves, and so is Citizens. Reaching a financial goal might not get the crowd on their feet like a hat trick, but just like in hockey, having a solid team behind you makes the win sweeter and much more likely. A partner like Citizens will help fans make sense of their money so they can face off against anything coming their way. Citizens, official bank of the New Jersey Devils. Learn more at citizensbank.com/devils. Member FDIC.
For the last 125 years, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 102 has powered progress and built a brighter future. As we celebrate this incredible milestone, we honor the dedication of our past, the strength of our present, and the promise of our future. Together, we're stronger. Together, we're Local 102.
Here's a tale of Becky. Didn't know what to do with new meds prescribed and no real cost clue.
She squinted at prices, that can't be right. Then tapped GoodRx and saw the light.
She could get a deal. Book telehealth if she feels.
Learn about those meds without any stress. That one little app does all the rest. Even my horse downloaded it. Dang, save time and money on prescriptions.
Check GoodRx. GoodRx is not insurance.
This is Jack Hughes. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network.
The new 7-game pick'em plan is available. Choose the best games on the best dates to fit your schedule. Visit NewJerseyDevils.com/partial plans to learn more. Well, it's been fun. It's been up and down.
Oh, yeah, Maddie. I mean, every game's been interesting.
No score. Here's Brett with a shot. Save made by Ottinger. Puck loose in front. And now he blocks it away and covers up.
I mean, even the last game, Maddie, we're hoping the Devils score more, but that was a pretty interesting game.
It was.
It had aspects that we haven't seen in other games, which, if it goes your way, you're happy with those new kind of nuances and aspects. If you lose, no. But Devils got it, like you said, Manny. They've lost 2 in a row here at home after being just lights out in this building, and they've got to get back to that.
The Heischer line stays out there. The defense pair changes, though. Chalosky out there with Nemitz. Some changes in the pairings for tonight's game. Here's Brad, stripped to the puck behind the net by Heiskanen. Recovered by Meyer. For Heischer, tries to play it off his skate to his stick. Couldn't do so successfully. So they're growing pains with Nemitz and Luke Hughes, but they've had dashes next to their names a little too frequently. That means a minus.
Oh, you're right.
And so,
good point.
Sheldon Keefe changing things just a little bit. Here's a shot from the blue line that deflects to the corner. Devils pick it up at center ice. They move across. Here's Heischer. High slot for Meyer, and he misses the one-timer. He sends it wide past the far post. That was a great
he's
setup.
Not going to like that one. That was a great setup, Matty. You got to shoot back against the grain. I know it's where the puck is. Sorry. On the one-timer, it's where the puck comes between your feet. And it might have been out in front of him.
Dillon races in to poke it toward Gritsuk, sweeps it around far side. Colin Blackwell will pick it up there. Blackwell challenged, works it loose for Heiskanen, and Heiskanen will backhand clear to center ice. This comes all the way down, but they'll wave off icing. The linespersons are Dan Kelly, Matt McPherson, the referees Furman South, and Kelly Sutherland. Dan Kelly, now a veteran linesman, but he was hoping for an NHL career. At one point, he was a Devils prospect. Dillon with a long-range shot, save made. We'll have a face-off.
Well, you know, we talked about the coaching staff changing the defensive lineup. And I would say Luke, whatever, you could say he's had bad breaks, whatever. Defensively, he hasn't been at his best. So they're saying, we're going to put Brendan Dillon with you. The rock-solid D. He's going to help you settle down. That's his defensive partner tonight. And we'll see how that goes. Right now, nothing on the board except 4-1 Devils in shots, but 9:12 to go here in the first period. You're listening to the New Jersey Devils Hockey Broadcast.
Operating engineers are the men and women that move mountains. And the Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, ELEC, puts them to work. They create opportunities for the men, women, and union signatory contractors of Local 825, repaving our roads, keeping our homes bright and warm, and even building our favorite team stadium. We understand infrastructure. That's why ELEC and Local 825 are ready to get to work.
In hockey, it's all about protecting the net. And at Prudential, we're all about helping you protect your life's work. As the official financial services partner of the New Jersey Devils, Prudential's rock-solid expertise is designed to help you reach your goals. After all, no matter where you are in life, you've got something to protect. Visit Prudential.com today and see how we can help you.
An orthopedic surgeon can replace a damaged joint, but they can't replace time. For you, or for the person who has to drive you around. That's why you need a surgeon who's close to home. At RWJ Barnabas Health, we have the specialized care you need to get moving again. Do it right. Here. Visit rwjbh.org/ortho. RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
This is Brendan Dillon. You're listening to Matt and Chico on the Devils Hockey Network.
Devils wrap up their homestand on Friday night. They'll take on the Vegas Golden Knights. 7 o'clock start. Secure your seats at NewJerseyDevils.com. No score here in the first. Luke Hughes off the draw for Jesper Bratt in the left wing circle. Sanders' Easter shot is off a stick, and it goes off the boards behind Jake Ottinger. 8:59 to go in the opening period. Just one shot for Dallas, 4 for the Devils. Here's a chance for Meyer's shot is blocked. Wyatt Johnston with the intercept. Now his pass is behind Sam Steele, so icing is called.
Isn't it amazing, Matty? The puck comes loose, and is it Meyer? He's got a chance. There's a leg there in front of him, though. But he hits that one leg. I'm just saying, he's not trying to. But it's so hard. These guys are great pros. They work a lot in practice. They're working on their shot. But in a game, it doesn't always translate to accuracy. I mean, Meyer would have loved to have gotten that through. He would have had a great chance.
Yeah, 5 goals in his last 6 games. Here's a chance for Gritsuk stepping out behind the net, but the puck is deflected away.
Well, Manny and I were talking.
Here's a turnover by Steele. Gives the puck to Palat. Now Mercer tries to find Palat on the return. It comes out to center ice. Good work by Hamilton. Gets it to Palat. Now sauces one for Hamilton with a shot that was blocked in front. So Dallas doing their best to keep Jake Ottinger, who was in the sick bay last night, to keep him from seeing a lot of rubber.
Well, the Devils want to make them nauseous. But that'll happen maybe if they get a couple goals, but so far they haven't.
Lindell from the neutral zone.
Go ahead. Just Matty and I were talking about the top line. Here, I'm going to shut up.
Here's Heiskanen with a drive saved by Markstrom.
Thank you. Like Matty and I are saying, you guys know, fans, you know. But, our problem, it's not Brad Heischer and Meyer. They're doing great. And it's easy for us to say they got to get secondary scoring from the third and fourth line. And you say, well, yeah, but they really do. You know what I mean? Eventually, like these guys might get it done tonight, that big line I just mentioned. But eventually, they're going to need some help from that third and fourth line on the score sheet.
Yeah, I mean, you played on a Stanley Cup championship team that had a bunch of Hall of Famers on it, but it wasn't they who did it every night. It wasn't Trottier and Bossy every night.
No, Bobby Nystrom scores the big goal. He's third, fourth line.
Dallas in control. Rick Skovian with it. He loses control. Now Oscar Beck tries to slide it behind the Devils' net. Loose in the corner. Beck picks it up, fires it to the blue line. Lindell drives it off the wall. It's gloved down by Cholowski, playing in his second straight game after being a healthy scratch for a handful. He flips it into the Dallas end. Dallas playing a 2-game road trip that ends tonight. They were at the Garden last night. Rangers beat them in overtime 3-2. Devils will play Dallas for the second and final time this season in March. Will be in Big D. Devils have Vegas on Friday, and then on the road for Boston. Here's Dillon for Luke Hughes. He's at the right point. Spins to create some room. Wrist shot gloved by Ottinger. No rebound.
See, that's been the pattern of Luke. I'm not blaming him, Matty. He does a really nice spin move from the boards to get loose. He's shooting it between the pipes. But if there's no one there, is that really a dangerous shot? It's not his fault. He was hoping somebody was converging, maybe to tip it. So some of it is you have to get some luck by players being in the right position. And right now, offensively, not much going right for Luke Hughes.
Just one goal on the season. Hasn't scored in his last 8 games. Here's Rope Hintz, check hard and down to the ice by Dillon as the puck rolls in on Markstrom, and we'll have a face-off. Other than a few scratches on his face, no worse for wear is Brendan Dillon.
No, good trophies. Players always say that. Hey, I got a few trophies tonight. But the other thing is, Matty, we talked about the Devils playing tight, right? That's part of the keys to the game. And they're doing that. Well, they give up 2 shots, nothing dangerous. And yet they got to still try to get some offense going, and they've done that. I know not just the 5 shots, but they've had a bunch of, I'd say 3 or 4 that were good opportunities blocked. So they're doing it at both ends of the ice, and that's what they want to continue.
Devils have blocked 4 shots. Dallas has blocked 12. Whoa! Stefan Nason with a long-range wrister that's gloved by Ottinger. We'll have a face-off with 6:03 to go in the first period.
And number 11, Nate Bastian is out for Dallas, and he was always a favorite of Matty and I and everybody. Good locker room guy, but with Dallas, he's going to be in and out of the lineup, which he has. That's okay. He's okay with that. But tonight, he gets a chance in front of his old fans here to see what he can do.
Drafted by the Devils in the second round of 2016, played the first 6 years of his career for New Jersey. Here is Bastian after it. Checks Siegenthalers. The puck is in the Devils' end. Lamico comes over. Fox are there as well for Dallas. Stick work, leg work, skate work. Puck finally comes loose to the far side for Lyubushkin. Hard pass down low. Siegenthaler gets there ahead of Bastian. Carries it up near side. Then he's knocked down, taken down by Bastian. But Nason with the puck. A little too far for Glendening, and here comes Blackwell, slowed down by Hamilton, and now the Devils have some time. Siegenthaler dumps it down the left wing side. Esselindell will handle.
Matty, when I was a kid growing up in Regina, the Russian team would come over. Now, this is when communism was hardcore. They had a Lyubushkin on that team, so I kind of like that name. I don't know how. He hasn't scored a goal, so that's maybe where it ends. But Lyubushkin, I knew he was Russian when I read that name on the lineup sheet.
Started his career in Arizona. Now here with the Dallas Stars. Mercer from center ice plays it off the far corner. It bounces to Lindell before Gritsuk could get there. Speaking of Russians, Arseny Gritsuk. The rookie for the Devils with 6 goals on the season. Among the leading goal scorers for rookies, here's Rantanen. Goes cross ice. Capobianco tries to angle one toward Steele. It's deflected out of play.
Well, Rantanen maybe started a little bit slow last year after the trade, but Matty, he is so good. I'm watching him. His cutbacks, his stutter steps with the puck, finishes. 11 goals, but 23 assists. He could do it all. So, Stars are happy they have him. But right now, he has been off the score sheet like everybody else. It's 0-0, and 4:26 to go here in the first. You're listening to the New Jersey Devils hockey broadcast.
250 years ago, a promise was made to connect families and friends near and far. And during the holidays, that promise is more important than ever. That's why USPS is building a better network to meet your needs with timely deliveries, easy and affordable ways to ship, and everything you need to make your season full of holiday cheer. Our purpose is delivering your peace of mind, knowing your love will arrive, bringing joy to all. The United States Postal Service. Learn more at USPS.com/holidays.
I'm Mariah, a Boot Barn artist, and I'm here to say, we wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. From the first fall of snow to the tree lights that glow, share the West for this season. Merry Christmas to all. Merry Christmas from all of us at Boot Barn.
Operating engineers are the men and women that move mountains. And the Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, ELEC, puts them to work. They create opportunities for the men, women, and union signatory contractors of Local 825, repaving our roads, keeping our homes bright and warm. and even building our favorite team stadium. We understand infrastructure. That's why ELEC and Local 825 are ready to get to work.
This is Paul Cotter. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network.
That's too bad. The Devil player was in front, too, for the rebound if it had gotten through. Well, they were just cross-checking each other. That's hockey, right? I don't know the referee. I don't think there was a penalty. The only thing Ratnan's saying is, I will say this, Glass had hold of his stick. And he was holding his stick. So he could have got it for holding, but he's probably holding it, Matt, because he doesn't want to feel the blow of it anymore from the cross-check by Ratnan. But that's just good, hard-nosed hockey. I mean, they are battling along the boards. And, you know, they're talking to each other, but it's good. No problem. And I like it. I think a little bit of this feistiness by the Devils has to be a carryover from the last game where they lost. They've got to add a little bit of that grit and physical part of the game to their game.
Chico, I know that your family wants to hear more of you and less of me.
Yeah, but
they did that during that little span there, but then my family said, hey, what's going on? So we're back 50-50.
Oh, one of us, your mic wasn't working?
No, it wasn't. But we could hear ourselves. That was the interesting
let me know. I'll start doing play-by-play.
No.
And Maddie does color. Let's do that for a while.
We'll switch things around. Icing called on the Devils, so face-off in their end. 2:44 to go in period number one.
Well, first goal is always big, but it seems like tonight it's going to have significant meaning to this game, but we'll see.
Connor Brown in the Dallas end. Stripped to the puck, and the Stars in control. Miro Haskin moves back to his own blue line, sends it up ahead. It goes off the skate of Siegenthaler. Now far-sided steal, backhands to the blue line. No Tyler Seguin for Dallas. He got hurt last night. No Thomas Harley. He's been out for a while. This is his 10th straight game. He's been out with a lower body injury.
And they missed him, Matty. What a find Harley was as a defenseman.
Wrist shot from the blue line. That goes wide. Labushkin keeps it in the zone. 1:57 to go in the first. Now here's Labushkin again with a shot, and that's gloved by Markstrom, who came out, grabbed it at the top of the crease.
Well, you know, I'm looking at Markstrom and Matty. Now they have 4 shots, but the thing with the goalie in a situation that Markstrom's in, he's not getting a lot of shots. But he can't not push hard if he's going left to right. He can't stop challenging. He can't say, well, they're not going to shoot. You know what I mean? Like the goalies tell me, they have to do so much work, even when the shot's not taken. And so he's staying focused. He knows he's got to.
Off the draw, puck dug out by Luke Hughes. Again, tonight he's paired with Brendan Dillon, a little change by Sheldon Keefe.
Yeah, I like it.
Young guys being split apart. As much as they give you, and they've been dynamic, they've been beaten some defensively. Lamico is stopped. Oh, my, so is Glendenning. Two guys looking for their first goals of the season, and they couldn't put it home. Lamico was able to get behind the Dallas defense.
You know, and part of the reason why the Devils signed him in the Swiss League last year, I think it was Swiss.
Yep.
Yeah. He put up some numbers. So you're thinking, if he just gets one, he doesn't have an assist or a goal, he might erupt, but hasn't gotten that point yet he's looking for.
No, 13 goals last season, over 30 points for Zurich.
Yeah.
But has struggled here. Got hurt during the preseason. That slowed him down, but still, my.
And Matty, he made a nice play. I got to tell you, not only did he get the shot off, Matt, the rebound was there for Glendenning, but Jake Ottinger just threw himself across the net with his left leg stretched out and got the puck.
Glendenning without a goal in his last 47. Looking for his first goal as a Devil. 27 seconds to go in the first period. No score. Here comes Brett. Moves across the line. A little stutter step slowed down by Lindell. Still protects the puck. Jesper backhands behind the goal. Haskin in there for Dallas, and they take over, move out to center ice. Long reach by Brett. Pokes the puck away from Hintz. Devils gain the zone, but now Dallas takes it back. And that'll do it. First period comes to an end.
Yeah, it came in a hurry. But again, Devils 8 shots. I would say, Matt, they had at least 5 good scoring chances. And Ottinger with a big save. And then Luke Glendenning, if you're looking at the net, the puck goes to the right. The puck is there on the rebound, but he's got to chip it up high. But he doesn't go over a foot. I don't know if it was 6 inches, 8 inches. But it doesn't go over the pad, and just a great secondary save by Ottinger.
And so he faced 8 shots, did Jake Ottinger, got them all. 5 faced by Jacob Markstrom. He got them all, and were scoreless after 1 period of play. How would you assess that first period in terms of what the Devils hoped to be able to do?
I liked it, Matty. I think they did exactly what the keys to the game, sponsored by who?
Ticketmaster.
Ticketmaster. It was what it was. But again, Matty, imagine if Luke Glendenning or Lamico had scored, then we could have said, they're secondary scoring. Because that's the other part of the keys to the game we were talking. But that didn't happen.
But they got good defensive play.
Yes.
Kept shots mostly to the outside.
Absolutely.
Only a few. And how do you prevent a team from blocking shots? They've Dallas having now 12. I don't know.
Wow.
So how do you get them through? What do you have to do?
Well, I mean, if you could fake and then take a step and then you'll get around the guy. But right now the Devils just want to throw pucks at the net. And as soon as they're getting it, they're shooting it. But unfortunately, they're hitting the Dallas defenders. So just got to change that a little bit. But the opportunities are there, Matty. That's the key.
All right. We hope that they continue into the second period. But for now, it's time for the Citizens Intermission Report. When we come back, the big guy, Sam Kassan, in charge. He'll take you through the break. No score after 1 on the Devils Hockey Network.
For the last 125 years, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 102 has powered progress and built a brighter future. As we celebrate this incredible milestone, we honor the dedication of our past, the strength of our present, and the promise of our future. Together, we're stronger. Together, we're Local 102.
Take a free shot at winning $10,000 with the Golden Goal Sweepstakes, brought to you by PlayStar, the official online casino of the New Jersey Devils. Join PlayStar today and you'll enjoy a deposit bonus of up to $500, along with up to 500 free spins. Find more ways to play like a champion with hundreds of the hottest games, including blackjack, roulette, and the best slots in New Jersey. Download the app or search PlayStar.com and be the star. Terms and conditions apply. You must be 21 or older and within the state of New Jersey to play. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. The New Jersey Devils are all about scoring goals and making saves, and so is Citizens. Reaching a financial goal might not get the crowd on their feet like a hat trick. Just like in hockey, having a solid team behind you makes the win sweeter and much more likely. A partner like Citizens will help fans make sense of their money so they can face off against anything coming their way. Citizens, official bank of the New Jersey Devils. Learn more at citizensbank.com/devils. Member FDIC.
This is Timo Meyer. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network.
Let me welcome you into the Devils Intermission Report presented by Citizens. I'm Sam Kassan. We have a 0-0 game here at the Rocket Prudential Center after one period of play. Shots between the New Jersey Devils and Dallas Stars are 0-0. Shots are 8-6. Scoreboard 0-0. Shots 8-6 in favor of the New Jersey Devils, but the all-important numbers are the 0-0. Both teams playing a pretty tight game on both sides, not giving up a lot of space, not a lot of great quality scoring chances other than a little 1-2 punch from Juho Lammikko and Luke Glendening at the end of that period. But for the most part, been pretty tight ships run by both sides of the equation. But let's take a step back again. Tonight, the Devils honored Brendan Dillon for playing in his 1,000th career game, which of course occurred against the Columbus Blue Jackets on Monday. And during the festivities, obviously he came down on the red carpet, looked up at the video board and heard a nice, beautiful letter, a poem, a love letter, if you will, from his wife Emma, as she read it aloud to him on his achievement and how much they love him. His kids, a beautiful, touching moment. Of course, his wife Emma has 2 children, and his parents came out and joined him on the red carpet. From there, Nico Hischier gave him a couple gifts. He got a watch in the festivities, a couple bottles of wine, a nice big plaque commemorating the achievement. And then Harris Blitzer came on out with his wife, and they both brought out the silver sticks. The big stick going to Brendan Dillon himself, handed by Mr. Blitzer, and then his wife, Allison Blitzer, she had the 2 mini silver sticks that she gave to each of Brendan's daughters. Beautiful, touching moment there. And during that first intermission, Katie Herzog of MSG, she had a chance to catch up with Brendan Dillon's parents up in the suite, and here's what they had to say.
Welcome back to the Rock, and in honor of his 1,000th game celebration, we are so happy to have Brendan Dillon's parents, Edward and Debbie, in the building here to celebrate his big night. And Debbie, we want to start with you. You've watched your son play 17 seasons and counting on 5 different teams, and then you just got to watch him play in his 1,000th game. What does this moment really mean for you and your family?
It's amazing. Like he always said, he wanted to play one, and didn't talk much about this 1,000 until a long way through his career, and it's just unbelievable that it's here.
I know I got to chat with him about his youth hockey days. Do you have any stories about when he was a kid, any hockey memories that really stick out to you right now?
He was just, the biggest thing was getting him to understand the difference between his personality on the ice and his personality off the ice. And it was a hard time, but it's paid off because he's amazing both on and off now.
Yeah, well, we see the aggressive nature out on the ice, but he definitely doesn't carry himself that way off the ice. I know that firsthand. And Edward, I know you coached Brendan for a lot of his youth hockey years. What does this momentous occasion really say about his work ethic and the determination it really took for him to get here?
100%. It is dedication. He was always very focused. He knew what needed to happen, and we believe in practice makes perfect. So he took that to heart, and that's what he's been doing all the time. So it's amazing. It's surprising but amazing to see that he's reached this particular pinnacle.
Well, I think I can speak for everybody that is surrounded by Brendan every single day. He's one of the most humble, honest, and truly the most kind person I've ever had the chance to work with. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you get to enjoy the rest of this day and celebrate Brendan for the rest of the way.
Thank you so much for having us and for treating him so well.
He makes it easy on us. Guides, will send it back to you.
He certainly does make it easy on all us. I mean, I think everyone in the media, really everyone from top to bottom in this organization, has nothing but good things to say about Brendan Dillon, the way he treats people, whether you're staff, equipment play guys, teammates, coaches, just us in the media, us lowlives in the media, if you will. He treats everybody with respect, everybody with kindness, great sense of humor, really caring individual. It's easy to see why he's so beloved around the entire league, and it's easy to see why every single teammate that he's had in his career has spoken so eloquently and so highly of him. That is, of course, Brendan Dillon. So let's get you caught up now on some of the game action here. We've got a 0-0 game, as I said, between the Stars and the New Jersey Devils, and who else but Brendan Dillon would get the first great chance in this contest. Unfortunately, that storybook moment of him scoring didn't quite pan out.
Now for Mercer, goes off his stick. Palat tries to gain control behind the net. Turnover by Capobianco. Here is Kritsu. Now it's Mercer to the blue line. Dillon with a drive, and the glove save is made.
Would have been a great story, but nonetheless, we play on. The Devils keeping the pressure up. As I said, they led that first period in shots 8-6. And Jesper Bratt would follow that up with a brilliant shot again. This one was stopped by Jake Ottinger.
No score. Here's Brett with a shot. Save made by Ottinger. Puck loose in front. And now he blocks it away and covers up.
And so we continue on, and maybe the second best scoring opportunity of the first period came off the stick of Timo Meier. He was streaking down the far side. Nico Hischier was able to find him with a puck. It might have been a little bit off center for him, but he still managed to get a shot away, just unfortunately went just outside the post.
Here's a shot from the blue line that deflects to the corner. Devils pick it up at center ice. They move across. Here's Hischier. High slot for Meier, and he misses the one-timer. He sends it wide past the far post.
And now for the best scoring opportunity, or opportunities, multiple, came on the same sequence. Juha Lammikko found himself behind the defense, in all alone after taking a nice pass on a breakaway. He got stopped by the left arm of Ottinger, who flung it up, and then the rebound pops out right to Luke Glendening. Ottinger, who is 6'6", he's got some great length. He's able to stick that left pad leg out. He's able to get a piece of the Glendening follow-up shot to keep this game scoreless.
Off the draw, puck dug out by Luke Hughes. Again, tonight he's paired with Brendan Dillon. A little change by Sheldon Keefe. Lammikko is stopped. Oh, my, so is Glendening. Two guys looking for their first goals of the season, and they couldn't put it home. Lammikko was able to get behind the Dallas defense.
He was, but unfortunately he was unable to convert. Neither of them able to convert, and so after 20 minutes, we have a 0-0 game. Again, shots 8-6 in favor of the Devils. 2 shots for Brendan Dillon, as should be. 2 shots for Jesper Bratt. Looking down the list here, 3 shots that were blocked for Dawson Mercer. He's putting the puck on the net, just hasn't been able to get it through. For Dallas, 2 shots for Rupe Hintz in this one. 4 blocked shots for Kulikananov. That's Vladislav Kulikananov. In the face-off circle, Devils have won 11 and only lost 3. So, an awesome performance right now in the face-off circle. 11 for 3, 79 winning percentage. 4-0 for Cody Glass. Nico Hischier, 6-1. So, Devils owning the face-off dot in this one, and there have been no penalties as of yet, so no power play opportunities, which is good, because the Dallas Stars had the second best power play in the National Hockey League. Sheldon Keefe earlier this morning said the number one key, don't take any penalties. I mean, easier said than done, and then after that, if you do, you got to win that opening face-off and get some clears, but through 20 minutes, nothing needed there, at least on that front. Still a lot of game left to play, though, however, as this one pans out. Sign up today for Devils Alerts to receive mobile and email alerts for tickets and offers, pre-sales, promotions, news, events, surveys, and more. Visit NewJerseyDevils.com/Devils Alerts. So a 0-0 game here after 1 period of play. We're going to step aside here for a moment, and when we come back, up after the break, we will look at some scores from around the National Hockey League. This one, 0-0. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network.
No one plans on heart problems, but everyone should have a plan for them. At RWJ Barnabas Health, we help patients of all lifestyles and medical histories plan for healthy hearts. With the latest technology and a highly specialized team of nurses, cardiologists, and surgeons, our network offers the most complete heart and vascular care in New Jersey. Make plans for a healthy heart with RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together. Visit rwjbh.org/heart.
You know, whenever I drive in for a Devils game, I know exactly where I'm going to park because I reserve my spot ahead of time with Park Mobile. I don't have time to drive around looking for parking. I just use the Park Mobile app to easily reserve the spot I want. Then I drive right to that lot and there's a guaranteed spot waiting for me. It's easy. You can make a parking reservation right in the Park Mobile app or on the parkmobile.io website. Search for Prudential Center, select your game, and reserve your spot. So the next time you're going to watch the Devils at Prudential Center, book your spot before you leave the house with Park Mobile, a smarter way to park.
Premio Sausage presents life's biggest questions.
Mark, you just led your team to victory today. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, what kind of sausage are they grilling out there? I can practically taste it from here.
Let's go back up to the booth.
Well, Diana, by the smell of things, there's no doubt they're cooking Premio Italian sausage. Premio is made with butcher-quality cuts of meat, authentic Italian spices, and nothing else. Just add your own personal touch for a winning recipe.
When sausage is the question, Premio is the answer. Premio, the way sausage should be.
This is Dawson Mercer. You're listening to Matt and Chico on the Devils Hockey Network.
And we welcome you back into the Devils Intermission Report presented by Citizens. I am Sam Kassan. Got a 0-0 game here between the Devils and Dallas Stars after one period of play. Shots in the opening period, 8 for New Jersey, 6 for Dallas. But now we're going to take a look around the National Hockey League at some scores, the out-of-town scoreboard, which is brought to you by Premio Sausage. Real Italian sausage, real Italian taste. That's Premio Sausage, the way sausage should be. And only fitting, Brendan Dillon, of course, we celebrated him, the pregame ceremony tonight. He's played for 4 National Hockey League teams. All 4 are in action tonight. Of course, this one, the Devils, the team is currently skating for. And the Dallas Stars, the team he started his career for. His 2 other teams are also in action, including the Winnipeg Jets. They are in Montreal tonight. Puck just dropped there, about 3 minutes underway in that game, a 0-0 game between the Jets and Canadiens. In Philadelphia, it's a 3-1 contest, a 3-1 lead for the Flyers as they host the Buffalo Sabres. Jason Zucker actually got the scoring opening with a power play goal. His 8th of the season gave Buffalo a 1-0 lead. The Flyers responded with a power play goal from Travis Konechny, his 6th of the year. Trevor Zegras followed that up with his 10th of the year. And then just 20 seconds after Zegras scored, Bobby Brink came up with his 7th of the year. So a minute 30, basically 2 minute span, the Flyers scored 2 goals to take that 3-1 lead. A couple games on the docket for 10 o'clock. The only other team that Brendan Dillon played for, the Washington Capitals, they are facing the other team, again, that he played for, the San Jose Sharks. So Washington in San Jose. Brendan Dillon's other 2 teams, also Utah, are at Anaheim. Second period's coming up after this break. Matt Lachlan, Chico Resch going to have your call. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network.
The scrape of blades, the clash of sticks. Hockey's more than a game. It's unrelenting, never give up moments that make you feel alive. And so you commit to the weekly ups and downs, the long road to the playoffs. You wear your heart on your sleeve and your jersey with pride. And when you're there for your team, the NHL shop is there for you. Check out the largest selection of official NHL gear at NHLshop.com. A Fanatics experience.
An orthopedic surgeon can replace a damaged joint, but they can't replace time. For you, or for the person who has to drive you around. That's why you need a surgeon who's close to home. At RWJ Barnabas Health, we have the specialized care you need to get moving again. Do it right. Here. Visit rwjbh.org/ortho. RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
Operating engineers are the men and women that move mountains. And the Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, ELEC, puts them to work. They create opportunities for the men, women, and union signatory contractors of Local 825, repaving our roads, keeping our homes bright and warm, and even building our favorite team stadium. We understand infrastructure. That's why ELEC and Local 825 are ready to get to work.
This is Andre Palat. You are listening to the Devils Hockey Network.
Andre Palat figures into our quiz question, which will come your way on the next whistle as we get ready for the start of the second period. You can join Andre and the rest of the Devils, coaches, executives, and alumni for an impactful evening benefiting the Devils Youth Foundation on Monday, February 2nd. It's the Devils Sweep the Deck Gala. Join us for what will be an unforgettable night of curling and cards, all benefiting our community. To learn more, visit devilsyouthfoundation.org/sweep-the-deck. Matt Laughlin along with Chico Resch. Sam Kassan is here. Kyle McKenna. Dan Ginsberg, our engineer. Charlie Mintz is our producer. Thanks for joining us as the second period is underway. We're scoreless. Marks challenge behind the net. And Sam Steele went tumbling down over Markey's stick.
That's a follow-through, Matty. He was playing the puck. He made sure he was following through to cut down the Dallas Star player.
Here is Brendan Dillon, cross ice for Hamilton. Puck was a little bit behind him. He was able to play it off the camera along the near wall, send it down deep, but Miro Heiskanen in control for Dallas.
Hey, I said to Kyle's stealing his money tonight. No goals, no penalties. What's he doing? Come on, boys. Come on, Devils. Let's start getting that score sheet.
He's full. Deep in thought.
Yeah, he is doing that.
Contemplating his navel. Here's Rope Hintz outside the Devils' blue line. Backhands in. Luke Hughes and Jamie Benn in the corner. Benn reaches for it. It's poked up in the air. Comes to Capobianco. Wrists one wide of net. Benn behind the net. Moves to the right wing corner. Luke Hughes stays with him. Stride for stride. Comes away with the puck. Good work by Luke Hughes. And now the Devils at center ice. Puck rolls away from Cody Glass. And Jason Robertson hit by Dillon as he dumps the puck in. Quick pass ahead. Dillon redirects into the zone, but it's a little too far in front of Cody Glass, and Dallas will now ice the puck. And so, our quiz question, Mr. Rush, I mentioned it earlier, Andre Palat figures into it. His career plus-minus rating. That's plus 140. That's fifth all-time for Czechia natives. Patrick Eliash's third.
I believe it.
I gave away one of the potential answers. We want to know who number one is. There are a lot of connections here. That's all I'll say. Here comes Riskovian across line with a shot. Blockered away a bit awkwardly. Might have been moving, dipping on him, but Markey got it. Now he gets that one again by Riskovian from the far circle, and we'll have a face-off.
Well, we always talk about there's 3 games in a hockey game, 3 periods. And what's going to happen in this one? The first one, back and forth. Devils had the edge. They just couldn't finish some of their good offensive chances. They're starting here with some shots, 8 shots apiece. But again, Matty, I look at it and I'm wondering, how's that first goal going to go in? We've had one breakaway by the Devils and they didn't score, Lamico. But other than that, the chances haven't been great.
Pass by Gritsuk leads to an icing against the Devils. He was hoping that Palat could grab it. So we'll come back into the Devils' end for a face-off. Dallas in that window position, right? 3 straight years they've gone to the Western Conference Final. They lose to Vegas, that wins the Stanley Cup. Last 2 years they lose to Edmonton, that loses in the Stanley Cup. Pete DeBoer gets let go. I mean, it's not that this is an old team, but the time is now from Dallas's perspective.
Yeah, the window's been open for a few years. It'll be open for a few more. But there is a life to how long that window to win the Stanley Cup is open. And, you know, Stars are getting to a point where, whoa, it's got to be soon.
A little pressure on them for all the success that they have had. Here comes Wyatt Johnston out of his own end for Esa Lindell across the line. Hands it off. Steele looks around, goes cross ice, elected not to shoot.
Dumb.
And there were 2 Devils there. They took the puck away. Now they move across the line. Gritsuk gets around Lindell. Cross ice pass that's blocked away. Both Palat and Mercer were in front of the net, but now here comes Rantanen. Gives it off to Johnson. Return pass blocked away nicely by Siegenthaler. It rolls to Johnson again. Now Rantanen fires it on a centering try. It comes all the way down.
Okay, Steele has been moved up to the top line. You're playing with Rantanen. And I thought he's going to shoot. But guess who yelled for the puck? Rantanen. Wouldn't you try to give it to him, too?
Yeah.
You're up on his line. You got moved up to the top line. Yeah, if he yells for the puck, I'm going to give it to him.
Yeah.
But he didn't give it to him, fortunately. He tried to, but it was intercepted.
7th in the league in scoring with 34 points is Rantanen, who started last year in Colorado, went to Carolina, and ended up in Dallas.
Yeah. I wonder if he ever regrets he got icing. You know, if he had accepted the contract in Denver, he would have stayed there. But, you know, as I say, folks, just so you know, it's not just the player. You've got an advisor, and he's usually got an advisor. You're a lawyer, your advisor, whatever, they got an advisor. So it's a team thing, and they said, no, we can get more. And then Denver said, okay, but not here.
Yeah, and then Carolina tried to convince him that the Raleigh area was for him, and he didn't have anything nice that he saw that would keep him there. And so then Dallas came a-calling. Here's Luke Hughes, cuts to his left with some room. A shot goes off a skate, and then the rebound try by Myers off the glass, and it's jammed free into the Devils' end, and this will not be icing as Luke goes back to play it.
Nice move by Luke, though, again, Matty, to get a shot on.
Now Brad across the line has a step with a shot. Ottinger squeezes it tight.
You know why I know that was a good chance? Sam Kassan flipped his neck back. Even he felt. Now, he's a goalie, and he's thinking that should have been in. But as we've seen all night, there's been some good chances by both teams. But 0-0 hockey game, 9 shots each, and somebody's going to break the goose eggs.
Yeah.
I don't know if are they goose eggs?
Yeah, they're still goose eggs.
They're goose. Okay.
Goose eggs. Yeah.
All right. They're not chicken eggs. They're goose eggs.
No. Goose eggs are much bigger.
Okay.
I mean, oval is oval, right? I mean, could be a chicken egg, but they're goose eggs.
I like it.
Here's Brown. Puck hops over a stick. Now Brown feeds it to Cotter. To the far corner it goes for Glass, knocked down by the Stars. Glass recovers, feeds the blue line. Dillon angles one off the wall behind the net, hoping for the bounce out in front. Cotter hands it off, and Glass's shot is stopped. It went off the stick of Liddell. That slowed things down.
Yeah, it did, Matty.
Now here's Dillon. For Brown. For Dillon, the one-timer. And it's driven to the corner by Ottinger. Blocker saved by Jake Ottinger. And now, no offside on Dallas.
No.
All right, play rolls on. Here's Hintz, sends one past the far post. Cotter pokes it out to center ice. Now Hintz redirects it to the Devils' end. 5 minutes gone by in the second. No score here at Prudential Center. Devils wrap up their homestand Friday night against Vegas. Here's Mercer with the shot, goes wide. Kritsu picks it up on the bounce. Now hands it. Palat fans on it. Another chance, this one by Cholowski. And the save is made. Kritsu couldn't tee up the rebound. Oh, Lord, that was an opportunity for Palat if he could get his stick on it.
Labushkin dove to knock the rebound away, Matt. Save the goal.
Here is Palat. Now to Nemitz to the blue line. Cholowski fakes, gives it to Palat. The one-timer, and that's deflected past the near post. Nemitz picks it up, skates behind the net. Slowed down by Labushkin. And Dallas will control, and Oscar Beck flips one to center ice for Maverick Bork. Drops it off for Raskovian. Now to the corner for Beck. He's checked on the play by Kritsu. Players trying to gain control finally. Dallas slips it to the blue line off the stick of Heiskanen, and Dallas has to clear the zone. Here's Raskovian with it. Played at Northeastern. We like Northeastern.
We sure do.
Kate Madigan, assistant general manager here, attended Northeastern. Her dad, longtime coach there and athletic director.
And a player. He was a good hockey player. Nicknamed Mad Dog, which you like.
Take away by Brad. He peeled the puck out of the skates of, I think, Lindell.
He did. Peeling it is a good word, Matty. I didn't think he was going to get it. And then to whip it that quickly. But again, Ottinger is, he's ready and ready. I mean, he's at the top of his game. He really is.
11 wins, tied for third in the league. That's a byproduct of his play and the team's play. We get a whistle. There's going to be a penalty, and it's going to be a trip. And the Devils are going to have the power play as Rantanen will go off.
Oh, that Rantanen. He's been living on the edge. Not really. He got in a cross-checking match with Glass in the first period. No penalties. But now he gets tangled up with Nico Hischier and trips him down. So, with no score, can the Devils finally punch one home here with the man advantage? We'll be back. Matty will tell you whether that's the case or not. 12:59 to go in the second. You're listening to the New Jersey Devils hockey broadcast.
The scrape of blades, the clash of sticks. Hockey's more than a game. It's unrelenting, never give up moments that make you feel alive. And so you commit to the weekly ups and downs, the long road to the playoffs. You wear your heart on your sleeve and your jersey with pride. And when you're there for your team, the NHL shop is there for you. Check out the largest selection of official NHL gear at NHLshop.com. Fanatics experience.
Want to know the best way to find parking for Devils games? It's easier than you think. Now with Park Mobile, you can easily reserve a parking spot for every Devils game. So you just drive right to the lot and have a guaranteed spot waiting for you. You can make a parking reservation right in the Park Mobile app or in the parkmobile.io website. Search for Prudential Center, select your game, and reserve your spot. So the next time you're going to watch the Devils at Prudential Center, don't put your parking on ice. Score a hat trick by reserving your spot with Park Mobile, a smarter way to park. NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get New Jersey Devils tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the New Jersey Devils and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game, so you can catch all the action live all season long. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Devils.
This is Brendan Dillon, and you are listening to the Devils Hockey Network.
It's been a tough year for the Utica Comets, but they've got a 2-0 lead in the second on the road against Rochester. Out-of-town scoreboard presented by Premio Sausage. Real Italian sausage, real Italian taste the way sausage should be. Devils power play trying to snap this 1-1 tie. Here's Shimo Nemitz at the point. Now for Meyer. Gives it off to Nico Hischier. Back to Meyer it goes. Devils were 2 for 5 on the power play against Columbus. Fifth in the NHL in efficiency at 25%. Here's Meyer out high. Steps on the brakes, moves away from Sam Steele. Looks around, gives it out high to Nemitz. Quickly cross ice, but an errant pass toward Jesper Bratt. Just out of his reach, and Dallas clears.
And a nice shot of confidence for Simon Nemitz. You've got Hamilton who can play the defense, a power play, and Hughes. But who's out there? Nemitz. Tells you something. At least at this stage of the season.
Yeah, Devils feel right now he gives them the best chance at coming up with something. Puck in the Dallas zone. Back with it. Checked from behind by Mercer. Puck rolls loose and Lindell clears.
Oh, that was a lucky break. The Stars made a mistake, but they got away with it, which happens a lot.
55 to go in the Devils' power play. Dallas only 19th on the penalty kill. Hischier taps it to Meyer. Fans on it, gets it back. Timo banks one to Nemitz at the right point. On to Timo for Hischier. To Nemitz. Nemitz gets it back from Bratt. Gives it to Jesper, top of the far circle. Wrists one off the stick of Hischier. Picks it up behind the net. Now for Bratt. Bratt in the far circle. For Hischier down low. Looks around. Has it on the backhand. Banks one to Bratt. Bratt, reluctant to shoot, moves in deep, gives it to Hischier, far circle. Hischier can't get a shot off, watched by Labushkin. Now it's to Nemitz with a shot that deflects to the corner. 8 to go in the penalty kill, and the puck is cleared.
Did you see what happens there? Bratt doesn't shoot, Matty. The crowd gets really anxious, and they you can hear it. Mm-hmm. So then what do? Then they make a shot because they're just trying to relieve the heat, but it wasn't the high percentage shot.
No shots on that power play for the Devils. Gritsuk in deep in the right wing corner. We're still scoreless. Dillon slaps one cross ice. Luke in front looking for a deflection, but it's grabbed by Ottinger. We'll have a face-off.
Yeah, Ottinger, as well as Markstrom, they've been really good, Matty, controlling rebounds. And I know I say that like, oh, Chico, that's such a boring part of it. But it is a result. It's a result-orientated skill. You reduce rebounds, Matty, you're going to reduce goals against, and both goalies have been doing that.
Face off to the right of Ottinger. Jake Ottinger, 6'6", 225 pounds from Lakeville, Minnesota.
Yeah, it's south of Minneapolis.
Devils win the draw, and a shot by Dillon is deflected off of the stick of Rantanen, and it floated past the right shoulder of Ottinger and just wide.
Yeah, we'd be happy if any Devil would score, but we're pulling for Dillon.
It would be sweet. He was honored before the game for playing in his 1,000th game on Monday. Began his career with Dallas, so it would be appropriate in some ways if he scored against the team that gave him a chance. Undrafted out of junior. And he's turned it into a long, honorable career. Kolyachonok backhands in off the stick of Siegenthaler, checked by Steele. Loose puck now taken by Gritsuk. His pass deflected away, comes to Glendening, skates past Johnson at center ice, moves across the line, hands it off out high. Siegenthaler with a shot that's blocked. It comes to Hamilton. Now cross ice to Jonas. Arister save rebound. Over skating was Glendening. Might have had his stick tied up as well as the puck is cleared.
Well, you're right, Matty. Both teams are really collapsing and helping in front of the net. You saw it there. There was 4 stars on that puck, and the Devils are doing the same thing in their end. That's why we're 0-0.
17-9 shots favoring the Devils. Here's Glendening in deep. They've had some chances. They've had the better scoring opportunities.
Oh, yes.
There haven't been a ton, but they've had the better. Here's Capobianco, drops it off for Robertson, looks around, tees one up, save made by Markstrom, and we'll have a face-off.
Well, you think, at least on the board, the Devils 17 shots, Matty. That's not counting the ones they've had blocked. So they have had the puck in scoring areas, and they're just not getting any puck luck, and that's why right now, Devils 0, Stars 0, 9:02 to go here in the second period, and you are listening to the New Jersey Devils hockey broadcast.
NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get New Jersey Devils tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the New Jersey Devils and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game, so you can catch all the action live all season long. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Devils.
Operating engineers are the men and women that move mountains. And the Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, ELEC, puts them to work. They create opportunities for the men, women, and union signatory contractors of Local 825, repaving our roads, keeping our homes bright and warm, and even building our favorite team stadium. We understand infrastructure. That's why ELEC and Local 825 are ready to get to work.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is Cody Glass. You're listening to Matt and Chico on the Devils Hockey Network.
Our quiz question answer has to do with plus minus. I know people say that's out of favor. If it's a high number, you like it. If it's a big minus, it's no bueno. But this guy has the highest among Czech-born players in NHL history. You have an idea?
No clue.
Okay, he played among the many teams he played for, Devils and the Stars. Off the draw, here's Heiskanen. We'll get to the answer in just a moment. Steps out behind the net, tries to feed the blue line, gets it to Lindell, gives it back. Heiskanen for a shot, and that's fought off by Markstrom as he sends it to the corner. No score, 8:45 to go. Here's a pass up ahead for Hischier, blocked away at the blue line by Lindell. Now it's Hintz, can't get it in the zone, blocked by Hamilton. Robertson picks it up, Robertson's shot deflected away by Siegenthaler. Robertson 6th in the league in scoring. Here's a chance they score. It's Heiskanen from the far circle, and Dallas strikes first. It's 1-0.
Well, Heiskanen is one of their go-to defensemen, Matty. And it's only his 4th goal, but again, he's... Oh, my, you know what happened there? Who is... Siegenthaler, it's not his fault. If you're looking at the ice, the puck's on the left side, Matty, right? It goes to the right where Heiskanen's coming in. And, of course, Siegenthaler's trying to get over there, but Markstrom's trying to come out and challenge, right? So they make contact, and Markstrom's head is kind of on the body of Siegenthaler's. Neither fault, just a bad break. Because I think if Markstrom sees that, he's going to get his blocker on it. But, man, he never knew at all where that puck was.
No. And Heiskanen, as you mentioned, comes up with the goal, which is his 4th of the year. And it gives Dallas the 1-0 lead at 11:34 mark of the second period.
And again, Matt, it wasn't a dangerous, like, oh, they're going to score, but they did.
Now here's Riskovian, moves in deep. Puck rolls off his stick. I was just about to say, this is a moment we talked about in the pregame show. You give up the goal, momentum swings. How about a good shift?
Yeah, no, not a breakaway. That's not a good shift, is it?
No.
But luckily, he lost the puck.
Riskovian, 3 goals on the season, so maybe that's a good thing that it was he who had the puck.
But that part of it.
This one you got to bear down. Don't worry about scoring a goal. Little defense, keep it 1-0. You've outshot them 17-12. They've had to block tons of shots.
Yeah, I agree.
Glass at center ice, lays it off for Cotter. Moves away from Foxa. Now in the corner. Right wing side, checked by Lyubushkin. Puck comes loose. They both go down, Cotter and Lyubushkin. And out to center ice for Nate Bastian, who drops it in. Hintz and Ben with the assists at 11:34 on the Heiskanen goal. And it's 1-0 Dallas here in the second.
Well, Rope Hintz is a terrific passer, and he laid it right on the stick. Heiskanen, but I want to talk about this. Wait!
Petrovic with a chance, stick to the corner by Markstrom. Now Dillon steps into Rantanen. Rantanen controls the puck, finds Steele in the far circle. Sam Steele moves out toward the blue line. Watched by Cotter, gets a step on Cotter. He's in deep, skates behind the net, looks for Capobianco. It gets past him. Johnston picks it up at the blue line. Keeps it alive for the Stars. Now it's along the near side wall. Here's Rantanen, knocked down by Dillon, gets up. He's a big man. Rantanen backhands to the blue line. It's worked to the corner by Petrovic. Johnston gets there just a step ahead of Luke, but Luke stayed with it, and the Devils in control. Now Luke under some pressure, checked twice, hammered by Rantanen. Puck rolls loose into the Dallas end.
Well, skill is great, Manny, but if you add size to skill, that's a nice combination.
6'4", 228 is the listing for Mikko Rantanen.
Yeah.
As Luke dumps it up ahead, running underneath it as Lamico controls, slides it to Nason, has it on the backhand, shovel shot off his stick. Now Nason in the corner, works it to the blue line, Siegenthaler. In deep for Nason. Checked by Heiskanen. 5:23 to go. Devils trail 1-0 in the second, and Jamie Benn lifts it clear. Now it's Hintz with it. Comes cross ice for Ben. Chops it off for Robertson. Pushed that by Lamico. Robertson out high. Delivers it to the corner. Lyubushkin skates down the right wing wall. Devils try to gain control. It's Ben with it. Longtime captain of the Dallas Stars. He's got the puck pinned by his skate against the wall. Now he frees his skate, but it's...
Come on, 10 say let's blow the whistle.
As the Devils and Lyubushkin combine to tie it up.
I'm saying, Matty, there should be a 10-second rule. I mean, if they're trying, let them go. But when they're just stopped. Nobody is moving their feet. They don't want it to get loose. Blow the whistle. And that's what they did, and that gives us a timeout. But unfortunately, this score is not going to sit well. It's been 0-0 for so long. But now with 4:43 to go here in the second period, Dallas is broken loose. They got one, Devils none. But there's lots of hockey left. So stay tuned because you are listening to the New Jersey Devils hockey broadcast.
In hockey, it's all about protecting the net. And at Prudential, we're all about helping you protect your life's work. As the official financial services partner of the New Jersey Devils, Prudential's rock-solid expertise is designed to help you reach your goals. After all, no matter where you are in life, you've got something to protect. Visit Prudential.com today and see how we can help you. The New Jersey Devils are all about scoring goals and making saves, and so is Citizens. Reaching a financial goal might not get the crowd on their feet like a hat trick, but just like in hockey, having a solid team behind you makes the win sweeter and much more likely. A partner like Citizens will help fans make sense of their money so they can face off against anything coming their way. Citizens, official bank of the New Jersey Devils. Learn more at citizensbank.com/devils. Member FDIC. You know, whenever I drive in for a Devils game, I know exactly where I'm going to park because I reserve my spot ahead of time with Park Mobile. I don't have time to drive around looking for parking. I just use the Park Mobile app to easily reserve the spot I want. Then I drive right to that lot and there's a guaranteed spot waiting for me. It's easy. You can make a parking reservation right in the Park Mobile app or on the parkmobile.io website. Search for Prudential Center, select your game, and reserve your spot. So the next time you're going to watch the Devils at Prudential Center, book your spot before you leave the house with Park Mobile, a smarter way to park.
This is Andre Palat. You're listening to Matt and Chico on the Devils Hockey Network.
So Andre Palat, third all-time among check-born players in plus-minus. We wanted to know, fifth, Patrick Elias third. Who was number one?
Don't know, man. Somebody, I would think he scored a lot.
Oh, yeah, a lot. Big man, number 68.
Oh, Yager?
Yes, Jaromir Jagr, a plus 322.
Wow,
in
that's
his
a
national
good
hockey
one.
Career. He might be another plus 50 in Czech, where he's still playing. Devils trail 1-0. Puck in the Dallas zone. Meyer for Heischer for Meyer, sweeps it wide. Timo picks it up. Miro Heiskanen with the goal. Came just a few moments ago, giving Dallas the lead. Heischer looks for Meyer, batted away by Johnston, taken by Steele.
See the defensive result?
Dallas across the line, Rantanen with a drive, blocker save made by Markstrom.
Great high blocker save. Markstrom was looking for it, and he was terrific.
Pratt gains the zone, goes cross ice. Meyer sends it behind the net. Johnston works it to the near wall. And now it's Maverick Bork who will clear on the back end, and this should be, and I think it will be, and it is, icing, just in case you're wondering.
Yeah.
David Krejci's number 4, so it's Jagr 1.
Oh.
Number 2, Peter Svoboda.
Oh, the defenseman?
Yeah.
Was with Montreal for all those years, yeah.
And then third, Patrick Elias.
And Matty.
Fourth, Krejci at 5.
Okay. The plus minus says so much more than people realize. No, it's not exact, but what stat? Well, goals are because that's the one thing we know. But analytics is always questionable. But I like the plus minus.
Here's Luke Hughes off the draw in front. Mo Mercer is robbed. He got his stick on it, but Ottinger left it no room for the puck to get through.
I thought you were going to say Mercer got robbed, because that's about it. Now, Matty, perhaps he's in too tight, so he's got to go 5-hole. This is where Jake Ottinger's got to keep those knees together, or this is going to be a goal. He's got his stick flat down on the ice, but another close call, but no goal.
Dallas controls the face-off, and the puck is played off the glass and out of play by Lyubushkin. So face-off in Dallas's end. They lead 1-0. Heiskanen from Hintz and Ben. Ben did a nice job on that play, too. Kind of won a battle along the boards against Nico
And he waited.
Yeah.
Right? It's that delay, that timing. You're right, Matty. And Ben still has the hands. He's been injured, but they're going to need him. It's not like they're going to phase him out once the playoff starts. He's going to be key.
Nemitz keeps it alive at the blue line. His pass, he was hounded on the play by Raskovian, and Dallas came away after that pass slid inside the blue line. No harm, no foul for now. Puck in the Devils' end. Bork tries to settle, spins away from Luke Hughes, plays it out in front. Someone got a piece of it, knocked back, and now it's sent wide, and the Devils will skate it out. Here comes Nemitz for Gritsu. Moves in with a shot that sails wide on the glove side, and it's played at center ice by Dennis Cholowski.
Onger went for it and didn't get it, and I thought, it's in the net, but it was just wide. But he even looked at his glove. He thought he was beaten, but fortunately he was challenging and the shot was wide.
Now icing called on the Devils, 2:42 to go in the second period.
Matty, they've changed the defensive linements again. You got no goal. So the coaching staff is saying, okay, let's put our two offensive guys together, right? Nemec and Luke Hughes. They were out there the last shift, and they played a few shifts like that. But Devils are just desperate to score a goal, and the Stars coming back and collapsing down in front of their net are desperate to keep it out.
They win the draw. Lindell with the shot, saving the rebound, is sent to the corner. Now Robertson out high in front of the Dallas bench. Gives it off to Ben. Drops it back to Robertson. He's along the near wall. Out high it goes. A centering try down low, and Robertson buries it.
Oh, my, okay, just if you're looking at the end, Robertson's got the puck on the boards on the right. Okay, then he throws it across to the D-man, Lindell. And then Robertson takes off. Oh, and it's Cotter who sees him. It's not necessarily like he got beat, but Cotter didn't see him quick enough after he had passed it. Robertson's out of the play, but he slides back in, and it's interesting because Cotter's got his stick kind of on Robertson, but not enough, Matty. It's up high on the shaft, not down by the toe. And then Robertson is able to flick it home, and no chance for Markstrom. There's two goals there where he just hasn't had any chance to stop the puck like he would want.
Mm-hmm. And that goal came off an icing against the Devils as well.
Oh, you're right.
So they couldn't make a change.
Well, no, it's just like Matty's saying, though, folks. When you break down the game and you just turn to the extenuating circumstances and the goal scored, you think, wow. I know you'd always like to do something about it, but, I mean, that was just happened.
Yeah. So it's a 2-0 lead. Robertson with the 17th of the season, his 14th in the last 13 games. I'd say he's hot.
Oh, you should have seen him celebrate.
Capobianco with a shot off the glove of Markstrom.
Ooh. Capobianco got one the other night in the Garden. He likes it.
Yeah.
Almost scored there.
He's got it at the left point. 1:44 to go. Well, Devils certainly don't want to give up a third.
No.
Captain Obvious with that one.
Yeah, I was going to say, man, you're probably, you can nail that one.
Rantanen upended by Hamilton. Power play coming up for the Dallas Stars.
The big Rantanen, he's a big boy, but he goes down there pretty easily. That's okay. He, whatever he did, he drew the penalty. But again, Robertson was so excited when he scored. You mentioned earlier.
Number 7, 2 minutes for tripping.
Matty, he is concerned about the Dallas fans, the Dallas supporters. But he also has his eye a little bit on that Olympic team, doesn't he?
He sure does.
So when he scores, he's saying, okay, that's one more check in my box to be on that team. We'll see. But now, Matty, what is it, third best power play in the National Hockey League, or is it second, and they're going to go to work. Rantanen, Johnson, and Robertson, the three top point getters on power play statistics.
Robertson's got 12, Johnson's got 12 power play goals already.
It's amazing.
5 more than anybody else.
That's amazing. And so the Devils, you talked about, they don't want to give up a third. That is certainly the case here.
They win the draw. Dylan banks one for Mercer, but he's challenged on the play. Dallas comes away with it. Granton reaches for it, but the Devils able to clear it into the Dallas zone, and now Heiskanen coughs it up to Hischier, who finds Mercer, moves in with a shot, and it's stopped by Ottinger, and it rolls near side.
And he looked behind him, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, here they go again.
Mercer back across the line, has Dillon driving to the front of the net, and the pass/shot went wide on the near side, and Dallas in control. That would be sweet. Well, Dallas has given up 4 shorthanded goals for all their success on the power play.
Side, no.
Brown takes it away. Now gets it to Brett. One-on-one with Heiskanen. Oh, pokes it away. Brett picks it up at the blue line. Brett with it. Gives it off the drive. Off the glove of Ottinger. Brown didn't get it all. He was kind of falling on the play.
Yeah, you're right, Matty. I think the Stars are just hoping to get out of the second period, not giving up a shorthanded goal. Boy, they've been loose. And the Devils strong. And they're yelling kill.
Yeah.
But, you know, like Mercer had 2 great chances, and I saw him going to the bench, and he's just so frustrated, not from lack of trying.
Dallas with a little flip, gloved by Markstrom, drops it off, just a couple of seconds left. Devils clear it, but as the period ends, they're down 2-0.
Well, you know me, Matty, I'm always observing. I look at the fans walking up, and they're shaking their head. And I know they don't want to give up 2 goals. I don't know. Markstrom's talking to the official. I don't know. Doesn't matter. But my point is, both teams really, leaning in defensively. Devils too, but, they get scored on twice on extenuating circumstances that resulted in goals. Devils have good chances. They can't put it in. How do you explain it? You're the play-by-play guy. You got to explain it. The color man can't.
Well, there is no explanation. Just got to be a little better finish.
Yeah.
Ottinger has something to say about that. Devils have had some opportunities. Unfortunately, 2 goals for Dallas. One coming from Miro Heiskanen and the other from Jason Robertson. One at 11:34, the other at 17:36. And it is 2-0. After 2 in favor of the visitors. Time for the Citizens Intermission Report. Sam Kassan will have it when we come back. Devils trailing by 2 after 2 on the Devils Hockey Network.
No one plans on heart problems, but everyone should have a plan for them. At RWJ Barnabas Health, we help patients of all lifestyles and medical histories plan for healthy hearts. With the latest technology and a highly specialized team of nurses, cardiologists, and surgeons, our network offers the most complete heart and vascular care in New Jersey. Make plans for a healthy heart with RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together. Visit rwjbh.org/heart.
NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get New Jersey Devils tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the New Jersey Devils and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game, so you can catch all the action live all season long. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Devils. In hockey, it's all about protecting the net. And at Prudential, we're all about helping you protect your life's work. As the official financial services partner of the New Jersey Devils, Prudential's rock-solid expertise is designed to help you reach your goals. After all, no matter where you are in life, you've got something to protect. Visit Prudential.com today and see how we can help you.
This is Luke Hughes. You're listening to Matt and Chico on the Devils Hockey Network.
And we welcome you into the Devils Intermission Report presented by Citizens. I am Sam Kassan. 2 periods in the books here at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. The Rock and the Devils right now find themselves on the not aspiring side of a 2-0 score in this one. Looking at some of the game numbers for you, Miro Heiskanen getting the opening goal for the Dallas Stars. Jason Robertson picking up there afterwards, extending Dallas's lead to 2-0. Heiskanen goal coming about halfway through the period. Robertson's goal coming with about 2.5 minutes to play in that middle period. You never want to give up a late goal, so you hate to see that. But It is only 2-0, so fortunately the Devils still have a chance to kind of make a little bit of a noise here in the third, make a little comeback action, if you will. Let's get you caught up on some of the highlights from that second period. And it starts with a big save from Jake Andre. He had a few of those throughout the period, but this opening one on Dennis Chalowski kept this game at that moment still knotted at 0-0.
Here's Mercer. The shot goes wide. Kritsu picks it up on the bounce. Now hands it. Oh, Palat fans on it. Another chance. This one by Chalowski. And the save is made. Kritsu couldn't tee up the rebound.
Chalowski unable to find the back of the net. Would be his first as a Devil win, or I should say if he is able to punch it through. But with that, it stays 0-0 until a few moments later, it would be Miro Heiskanen picking up his fourth goal of the season. Comes with a little help, unfortunately, from Jonas Siegenthaler, and the Dallas Stars take a 1-0 lead.
Robertson shot deflected away by Siegenthaler. Robertson sixth in the league in scoring. Here's a chance they score. It's Heiskanen from the far circle, and Dallas strikes first. It's 1-0.
So the puck was in the far corner. That's where Rupe Hintz had it. Heiskanen was above the right circle. So from opposite corner to opposite circle, a great pass from Hintz. From there, Heiskanen, uncontested, rolls in. But what happened really on the play is as the pass got through, Siegenthaler got spun around atop the crease, and then he started to try to make his way towards the puck. As he did, unfortunately, he bumps into Jacob Markstrom, who is coming out of the crease to challenge the shot. So not only does Markstrom get bumped, he's also unable to kind of get around. His view's kind of blocked. Can't get the blocker up. Heiskanen takes full advantage. Tickets that one for the top far corner. Off the crossbar in. That's Heiskanen's fourth of the season. Rupe Hintz, Jamie Benn, the long-time Dallas Star. Jamie Benn also picking up an assist on that one. The goal comes at 11:34 of that second period. But unfortunately for the Devils, the next goal would also come from the Dallas Stars. It would be Jason Robertson picking up his 17th goal of the season. On this play, a little bit of a broken play, a missed assignment, also coming on the back end of a face-off. So you had some tired Devils out there, and a beautiful feed from Lindell that made this game a 2-0 Dallas advantage.
Now Robertson out high in front of the Dallas bench. Gives it off to Ben. Drops it back to Robertson. He's along the near wall. Out high it goes. A centering try down low, and Robertson buries it.
Yeah, just first of all, there was the icing, so the Devils' tired bodies had to take the face-off in the defensive zone. They do not win that face-off. They're running around. They're tired. And then the puck was on the wall. The puck came off the wall up to Asa Lindell above the circles. When the puck came off the wall up to him, everybody started going to the net, but Paul Connor was late picking up Robertson, who had an easy beeline to pretty much the hash mark. From there, Lindell drew everybody to him, made the nice pass through a couple of bodies to Robertson, who was able to quickly one-time snap that shot into the net. Jacob Markstrom reaching out with the leg and the arm, just unable to get anything on that puck, on that shot. And so Robertson's 17th of the year. Lindell, and who again, Jamie Benn, gets his second assist of the game. The goal comes at 17:36 of the period. And with that, Dallas takes a 2-0 lead. And then, ironically, the Stars have the second best power play in the National Hockey League. In the final minute and a half, you wouldn't have known that. After Dougie Hamilton took a penalty, a tripping penalty, he sat. But the power play for the Stars, there were better generated scoring chances for the Devils than for the Stars on that sequence. The first coming on a great opportunity as Nico Hischier feeds Dawson Mercer in tight, but Mercer unable to get the goal.
And now Heiskanen coughs it up to Hischier, who finds Mercer, moves in with a shot, and it's stopped by Ottinger, and it rolls near.
So Hischier picks up the puck at that far circle, and Dawson Mercer had a straight beeline to the net. A great feed from Hischier to get it up to Mercer. He's in all alone. Unfortunately, he is being contested. It's not a clean breakaway. He's being contested. Just kind of off to the side of the net. Ottinger comes way out the challenge. Not a lot of area or room for him to shoot, and he's able to tee it up. Just hits the top of the stick of Ottinger, pops into the air, and so Ottinger comes up with that masterful save. And even Ottinger, he felt the shot. He knew he got a piece of it. He wasn't sure where the puck went on the rebound, but Heiskanen able to gobble up the rebound and deny any secondary opportunities. But Dawson Mercer threw his head back, knew that was probably as good a chance as he's going to get. And then about a minute later, it would be a nice passing sequence in the offensive zone by the Devils, continuing, building off of that Mercer opportunity. And they would work the puck around to Connor Brown, who had a brilliant look for a one-timer, just unable to really get a lot of mustard on this one as he was falling backwards. But he was able to get it towards the net. Unfortunately, Ottinger was there to make the save.
Brown takes it away. Now gets it to Brett. One-on-one with Heiskanen. Oh, pokes it away. Brett picks it up at the blue line. Brett with it. Gives it off the drive, off the glove of Ottinger. Brown didn't get it all.
He did not get it all. It was more of a change-up, if you will. And on that play, unfortunately, Brown unable to convert. And so we have a 2-0 lead for the Stars after 2 periods of play. Shots through those opening 2 periods, 21 for the Devils, 19 for the Dallas Stars. And really, Dallas closed the gap quickly. At one point, the shot advantage was 18 for New Jersey and 9 for Dallas. So the Stars really turned it on halfway through that second period and into the end of the second period. And obviously, it shows from there. Devils did have 1 power play opportunity. Nothing at all to show for it. Not only did they get no goals, they get no shot on net. The Stars had 1 power play opportunity themselves. As we said at the end of the game, they will still have about, 34 seconds to work with on that power play to start the third period. But the opening minute 20 was not very good for Dallas, as the New Jersey Devils had the better scoring opportunities on those sequences. But Dallas gets a chance to refresh, regroup, come out to start the third period. They will have 34 seconds on the man advantage. 4 shots for Brendan Dillon. He is feeling it tonight, putting the puck on the net. He's trying to get that goal in his big 1,001 game. He has 4 shots. Jesper Bratt also 4 shots for the Devils. A couple 2s. Dawson Mercer has 2. Luke Hughes has 2 for Dallas. 3 shots for Jason Robertson, of course, the goal. Also, Justin Hirokoniwana has 3 shots as well. A bunch of guys with 2 down the line for Dallas. The Devils dominated the faceoff circle in the opening period, continuing that dominance. They are 23-9 in the dot, a 72% winning percentage. 6-1 for Cody Glass, 11-2. Nico Hischier, 85% of his draws winning. Cody Glass, 86% of his draws. So the Devils certainly dominating in that facet of the game. 17 block shots, too, for Dallas, something to keep in mind. Devils haven't been able to penetrate the inner sides. They've been kept mostly to the perimeter. And a lot of those shots from the perimeter is just not getting through right now. 17 block shots for the Stars. And that's where we stand after 40 minutes of play. We have a 2-0 lead for the Dallas Stars over the New Jersey Devils. Season of Steals is happening now. Don't miss out on getting incredible exclusive deals on Devils tickets to upcoming home games this season. For more information, visit NewJerseyDevils.com/Season of Steals. That's NewJerseyDevils.com/Season of Steals. So as I mentioned, 2-0 Dallas after 2 periods. We're going to take a quick break. But when we come back, we're going to look at some scores from around the National Hockey League, some other action tonight, including all of Brendan Dillon's former teams in action tonight, including, of course, Dallas. But Winnipeg, Washington, and, of course, San Jose, all in action tonight. We'll give you those scores when we come up after the break. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network.
Want to know the best way to find parking for Devils games? It's easier than you think. Now with Park Mobile, you can easily reserve a parking spot for every Devils game. So you just drive right to the lot and have a guaranteed spot waiting for you. You can make a parking reservation right in the Park Mobile app or in the parkmobile.io website. Search for Prudential Center, select your game, and reserve your spot. So the next time you're going to watch the Devils at Prudential Center, don't put your parking on ice. Score a hat trick by reserving your spot with Park Mobile, a smarter way to park.
For the last 125 years, The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 102 has powered progress and built a brighter future. As we celebrate this incredible milestone, we honor the dedication of our past, the strength of our present, and the promise of our future. Together, we're stronger. Together, we're Local 102.
NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get New Jersey Devils tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the New Jersey Devils and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game, so you can catch all the action live all season long. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/Devils.
This is Paul Cotter. You're listening to Matt and Chico on the Devils Hockey Network.
We welcome you back into the Devils Intermission Report, presented by Citizens. I'm Sam Kassan. We've got a 2-0 game here between the Devils and the Dallas Stars. Unfortunately for the Devils, they find themselves on the poor end of that 2-0 deficit. By the way, when leading after 2 periods of play, the Dallas Stars are 11-0. When trailing after 2 periods, the New Jersey Devils are 0-7. So Dallas has never lost when leading after 2. The Devils have yet to win when trailing after 2. But there's always a first time for everything, and hopefully there'll be a first time for that tonight. But looking aside at some scores from around the National Hockey League in our Premio Sausage out-of-town scoreboard. Premio Sausage, real Italian sausage, real Italian taste. The way sausage should be. As I mentioned before the break, all of Brendan Dillon's former teams are in action tonight. Of course, the Dallas Stars, the team he started with, are playing the Devils. But the Winnipeg Jets, they are in Montreal, facing the Montreal Canadiens. Winnipeg has a 1-0 lead on Montreal about three minutes into the second period. Mark Scheifele picking up his 14th goal of the year. He has given the Jets that 1-0 lead. In Philadelphia, Flyers hosting the Buffalo Sabres. It was the Sabres that struck first. Jason Zucker on the power play, his 8th of the year, to give Buffalo a 1-0 lead. But since then, 4 straight goals from the Flyers. Travis Konechny, Trevor Zegras, Bobby Brink, and Noah Cates all picking up goals as the Flyers lead 4-1 about halfway through the second period. In that one, in the last 2 games on the docket, Utah visits Anaheim at 10, and also at 10, Brendan Dillon's other 2 former teams, the Washington Capitals, are in San Jose to face the Sharks. In this one, it's 2-0 Dallas, third period coming up after the break. Matt Lockman, Chico Resch, have your call on the Devils Hockey Network.
For the last 125 years, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 102 has powered progress and built a brighter future. As we celebrate this incredible milestone, we honor the dedication of our past, the strength of our present, and the promise of our future. Together, we're stronger. Together, we're Local 102.
The scrape of blades, the clash of sticks. Hockey's more than a game. It's unrelenting, never give up moments that make you feel alive. And so you commit to the weekly ups and downs, the long road to the playoffs. You wear your heart on your sleeve in New Jersey with pride. And when you're there for your team, the NHL shop is there for you. Check out the largest selection of official NHL gear at NHLshop.com. A Fanatics experience.
Premio Sausage presents life's biggest questions.
Mark, you just led your team to victory today. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, what kind of sausage are they grilling out there? I can practically taste it from here.
Let's go back up to the booth.
Well, Diana, by the smell of things, there's no doubt they're cooking Premio Italian sausage. Premio is made with butcher-quality cuts of meat, authentic Italian spices, and nothing else. Just add your own personal touch for a winning recipe.
When sausage is the question, Premio is the answer. Premio, the way sausage should be.
This is Jonas Siegenthaler. You're listening to Matt and Chico on the Devils Hockey Network.
Big third period coming up for the Devils as they trail 2-0. They'll have to kill 34 seconds of Dougie Hamilton's tripping penalty. But the Devils have lost 2 straight here at Prudential Center, and it's time to get back on the winning side of things. things are so crazy in the Metropolitan Division, too. If the Devils win tonight and Washington doesn't get a result, the Devils will be in first. But the Devils are only 4 points ahead of Columbus, which is in last.
No, we shouldn't laugh, Matty, but do you like it?
I do.
Yeah, I think most fans do.
It's just so darn tight. Dallas gains the zone.
Even though, Matty, we liked it when the Devils were dominating in those cup years. We did like that, but this is exciting as well.
Rantanen in the corner. 9 to go in the Hamilton minor. Out high to Heiskanen. Now to Rantanen. Down low, centering try, and Johnston is robbed. That was a great setup. No wonder he scored 12 power play goals.
Yeah, and it's a set play, Matty. It's up top, down low, into the slot. And then the good save by Markstrom.
2 shots on the power play for Dallas. Devils kill it, though. It stays 2-0. 19 minutes to go. And the Devils looking to come up with a result tonight.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, Matt. They're not playing poorly. They're not finishing. That's the only thing I'll say. They need to somehow finish. Ottinger's been good. But again, I know I keep saying it, Matty, but if you don't have puck luck, you're probably not going to score many goals.
Behind the net, Raskovian, he's spun around. Connor Brown will skate out in the center circle. Backhands across the line. Here's Brad with it. Finds Luke Hughes, moves in with a shot. It's blocked. Oh, baby. Petrovic with the block, and this team has blocked a ton of shots tonight. Here's Bork. High slot, it goes. The shot is blockered to the corner by Jacob Markstrom.
Besides the speed of the game, Matt, as we're watching, what amazes me now is the quick passes, tape to tape. And they work on it a lot in practice. You got to see the practices. But these guys are so good in terms of passing the puck. Not always, but tonight we've seen some dandies as there's an icing against the Dallas Stars. And that's what I say. 2 goals the Devils have given up. Okay, the one's a great shot. But the other one is poor Siegenthaler's trying to get across the crease, but Markstrom's coming out to challenge, which he should. They're both doing the right thing, but they kind of bump into each other. And then Markstrom gets screened, doesn't see the shot at all, and that's the first, that was the first goal of the game. So you got great shot, puck luck, you need both.
Devils hoping for any combination of the above.
Yeah, right.
They'll take puck luck. Forget about the skill.
It's so true. And you know who really needs it? Luke Hughes. Oh, my, man.
Yeah.
He just can't find any luck at all.
He goes cross ice to Nemitz. Off the face-off win. Meyer with a shot. That's tipped wide. It's loose at the side of the goal. Nason bumps a man. Picks up the puck. Gives it to Nemitz. Toe drag. Shot. Save. Rebound. Loose. And it's cleared from in front. Nate Bastian skates out.
Great play by Nemitz, right, to pull it, so he could open up the passing lane. Good rebound, but who was there? It didn't go to a Devil, it went to a Star.
Cross-ice pass by Meyer, intercepted by Lindell. Now here's Blackwell in front for Bastian. Couldn't tee it up. Now Bastian behind the net. Out-muscled by Dougie Hamilton, who slides the puck down, and this will be icing. So there have been some changes for the Devils. You mentioned in the second period, the young D-men were put back together to provide a little juice. Right now off the icing, it's a little uneven, but we'll see if they go back together as they were last shift.
Yeah, we'll see if the lines change. There's a change in the lines now, but that could be because of a change couldn't occur with the icing.
Heiskanen off the draw. For Robertson, one of the goal scorers. Wrap around try. He tries to jam it. It's loose in the crease and covered up.
See the little move by Robertson? He sees that Luke Hughes is coming on him. He holds the puck, and when the contact's about to be made, he leans back. So he knocks Luke a little bit farther back. Then he steps out and wraps it around. He knows he's got people in the crease. He's not looking to put it in on the wraparound. He's saying, maybe I'll get a break. It'll hit a leg and stick. Just the kind of the puck luck we're talking about, Matty. And fortunately, he didn't get it there. And the Devils need to get one on their end.
Devils control the draw. So it's Hischier, Palat, and Gritsuk out there. Siegenthaler. Oh, now Hischier comes off the draw. So it's Mercer as the center. Siegenthaler and Hamilton are the defensemen.
Yeah. The forward line's pretty much the same, that one, but the D has changed.
Ooh. Puck worked to the corner by Lindell. It's now taken by Gritsuk. Fires one, blocker save made. Devils get it back. Mercer's pass for Gritsuk deflected away. Arseni with it. He's upended. And the Devils will have a power play. And it'll be Rope Hintz, I believe. No. Ben.
Well, here's the thing. Maddie's sitting here and, honestly, the puck's just a little bit higher than the dot. If you're looking at Dallas's hand. Gritsuk gets it. He pulls it and shoots. And I know if there's no screen from there, most goalies are going to get it. But it's just the quickness of his taking the puck, setting it up, and shooting. But then it comes back to him. Now Ben's probably a little nervous, thinking, I better lean on this guy a little bit more. And he leans on him a little bit too much and draws and takes the penalty. So come on, Devils. Let's see. Let's get one here.
Second power play. Devils had no shots on goal on the first one. Here's Nemitz at the right point. Now for Meyer. Cross-ice pass batted out to center ice by Blackwell.
Okay, I think Nemitz is going to try to get set up for the one-timer down the slot. And Bratt is such a great passer. He's going to look for Meyer over on the right side. Oop. Gave the puck away.
That's not good. Blackwell backhands in from center ice. So here's Mercer now as the Devils come out of their end. 30 seconds gone by in their power play. Bratt takes the pass. Now it's to Mercer. Shovels it from Meyer. Meyer far side in the corner. Plays it off the wall to Heischer. Heischer still with it. Top of the far circle. Try to get it in front. Went off the skates of Lindell. Devils keep it in the zone. Here's Mercer in the corner. Looks for Meyer. It's picked off. Lindell with it. And he'll bank one all the way down.
Now there's the case again. Meyer hasn't met. He hits the back. I mean the very heel of Lindell, or it's going to be a good scoring chance. It's those inches we're talking about.
Here comes Bratt in the center circle, down the center of the ice, gives it off to Gritsuk, gets it back. Bratt sweeps it around on the backhand, 40 to go in the power play. Palat with it for Nason. Now to Bratt in the right corner, who's up along the wall. Devils need a goal. Here's Nason looking for Palat. It's off a Dallas stick. Andre picks it up, gets it to Nason. Out high to Bratt. Makes a move, cuts to his left. A wrist shot, and that's blocked. It gets knocked to the corner. Palat now for Nason. He's checked on the play. Foxa can't clear. Palat with it. Drops it back to Bratt. Makes a move on Foxa. He's in deep. Fans on the pass. It comes behind the net to Palat. Gives it off Nimitz. The one-timer. He breaks his stick. Oh, my. And the puck is cleared, and that'll do it.
And he throws his head back. He can't believe it either. It broke right at the joint where the composite is and the blade starts. The shaft and the blade.
No shots on the power play for the Devils, so two-man opportunities or man-up opportunities, and they don't have a shot on goal.
Oh, yeah, I never thought of that, right? Never mind no goals, no shots.
Yeah,
wow.
Here comes Cotter. Moves across the line. Right wing side. Getting back on the play was Koliachanov. Now it's Luke Hughes with a shot, and that's off a stick and out of play.
Well, I don't know, Matty. It's going to take something unusual here for the Devils to try to burst that bubble. Right now, 2-0. Dallas Stars over the New Jersey Devils. 13:54 to go, here in the third period. You're listening to the New Jersey Devils hockey broadcast.
The New Jersey Devils are all about scoring goals and making saves, and so is Citizens. Reaching a financial goal might not get the crowd on their feet like a hat trick, but just like in hockey, having a solid team behind you makes the win sweeter and much more likely. A partner like Citizens will help fans make sense of their money so they can face off against anything coming their way. Citizens, official bank of the New Jersey Devils. Learn more at citizensbank.com/devils. Member FDIC.
The scrape of blades, the clash of sticks. Hockey's more than a game. It's unrelenting, never give up moments that make you feel alive. And so you commit to the weekly ups and downs, the long road to the playoffs. You wear your heart on your sleeve and your jersey with pride. And when you're there for your team, the NHL shop is there for you. Check out the largest selection of official NHL gear at NHLshop.com. Fanatics experience.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy place, where stacks of pancakes with bacon and eggs are just $6 every day. French toast, sausage, and eggs are, you guessed it, $6. And fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes and only cost $6. Go to your happy plates every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. Available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
This is Tio Meyer. You're listening to Matt and Chico on the Devils Hockey Network.
Whether it's for you or the Devils fan in your life, holiday packs are the best gift this holiday season. Build your pack by selecting 5 matchups at The Rock and also receive a special edition Nico Hischier bobblehead per seat purchased. As an added bonus, you'll also receive a Devils player autographed item per transaction. Visit NewJerseyDevils.com/partial plans to get yours today. Long range shot by Meyer, blocked away, and now Siegenthaler's follow-up is gloved by Ottinger, and we'll have a face-off.
Okay, right there, you got Ottinger, and you've got one Devil, and this isn't criticizing the Devils. It's complimenting the Dallas Stars. Patty, they had 3 guys around them for a rebound. But, you know, Dallas thinks that they're building towards a Stanley Cup. So do the Devils. And Dallas are really playing well defensively. Even last night, Matt, they played pretty well defensively.
Yeah, they did. Losing to the Rangers in overtime 3-2. Meyer fans on the shot. Gets it back. Did he keep it alive? He did, but his pass taken away by Heiskanen. Now Dallas drives the zone. Steele was checked hard by Meyer. Now an outlet by the Devils, and it's icing.
And that was Meyer. You know, when you talk about Hischier and Meyer, somebody was asking me today, who do you like? Who do you think's playing best? Well, they both are. But they're different. Meyer's physical, he'll bang, and he scores. Nico Hischier, he's got to take the face-off. He's got to be so responsible defensively. He does that, and he scores. So you got a nice combination there with the two of them. But unfortunately, tonight, neither one have been able to score.
No, Hischier and Meyer out there along with Stefan Nason.
Oh, yeah.
Face off to the right of Markstrom. Devils with it. Hamilton looks around, gets it up to Nason at center ice. Pushed that slowed down by Heiskanen. That enables Rantanen to recover the loose puck.
Now, Brad isn't out there. I don't know why. We'll see.
Here's Steele. In the right wing corner, skates behind the net, trailed by Siegenthaler, works it to the blue line. Lindell with a wrister, knocked down, it's loose, they score.
Rantanen.
And it's 3-0 Dallas.
Yeah.
And the comeback is more difficult.
Yeah, Matty, so if you're looking at it, again, nothing really seemingly going on. Heiskanen, I don't know who had it, or Lindell. Has it on the right side. If you're looking at the Devils' goal, he moved from the right to the left. Just past, almost dead center, shoots it through, and Devils are covering the two guys. Rantanen's being covered by Nico Hischier. Nico Hischier's up high. He's got to lean back a little bit, but Markey tries to catch it, and it knocks it down. And guess where it went? Right to Rantanen, almost behind Markey. He's not sure where it is yet. It goes down through his legs even. You know, but it wasn't an egregious mistake, but it was just enough the right kind of mistake. And Rantanen's got 2 goals. And, you know, Nico Hischier's there. So you can't blame Nico. He's trying. He thinks he's got him covered. He's not sure where the rebound's going to go. But he certainly hopes it doesn't go right on the stick of Rantanen, but it did.
Yeah, for Rantanen, it's his 12th of the season. So Rantanen, Robertson, and Heiskanen tonight for Dallas, and those are 3 of their bigger guns.
Really? Is there anybody bigger? They are the
Johnston, maybe.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I mean, I was looking at it. Devils ice the puck. They have 3 scorers coming into the game in the top 15.
Wow, yeah.
They have a defenseman, Heiskanen, top 10 in D scoring. Okay. And then you throw in Ottinger and DeSmith, a good 1-2 combo. Ottinger tied for 3rd in wins, and DeSmith 2nd in goals against.
No, you're right, Matty. And, you know, okay, that's a formidable opponent. But if you're going to go against it, you're going to say, okay, well, we have to get some breaks, right? I mean, they're really good. Really good is good. But really good with good breaks, that's even better. And that's what the Stars are receiving tonight. And it's not like the Devils, what they got, man, they got 25 shots in Lakers. You probably almost 25 or more blocked. So it's not like they've been sluggish and haven't been trying.
Yeah, in fact, 22 blocks officially for Dallas.
Wow.
Throw in 25 shots, 9 that missed the target. You do the math, that's almost 60.
Yeah.
Here comes Dougie Hamilton across the line with a shot stick save made by Ottinger. Robertson taps it up ahead. Hintz was looking behind him saying the puck's going to come here, right? No, it was a little slow. Now a drive by Gritsuk and a save by Ottinger.
You know, I mean, Ottinger's playing tight, butterfly. But you know what's happening, Matt, a lot? They say if it's hitting the goalie in the crest, his angles are perfect. And that's where that one hit him. But I like Gritsuk still continuing to shoot. Now, I'm looking down. Jesper Bratt didn't take the last shift. It was Nason. He's sitting on the bench, Matty. But I'm curious to see who he finally goes over the boards with the next shift. I will let you know.
Off the draw, it's the Glendenning line out there now. Dallas with the puck. They have the lead, 3-0. It was scoreless after 1. 2-0 after 2. Glendenning with a big hit on Blackwell. Crowd likes that. Here's Hamilton. But now the Devils need a 3 spot just to tie it up, and they've got 11 minutes to do so. Hamilton back in his own end. Watched by Bastian. Puck stays in the zone. It comes back to Dougie. He's checked by Bastian. And the Devils are able to clear.
Well, you're also hoping, Matty, that Dallas, could you make a mistake or two? Could you? That would help.
Rantanen hits the blue line. Now backhands cross ice. It deflects to the corner. One of the best teams in the National Hockey League.
Yeah. Good point.
Despite the loss last night, they did pick up a point, 5-0-2 in their last 10, 17, or 7. 17, 5-5 overall, second behind Colorado in the Central Division, and they may stay there the rest of the year the way Colorado's playing.
Yeah, Colorado's got... Oh, again, I always go to the defense. They got a rock-solid defense, and they got about 4 really good forwards as well.
Scott Wedgwood got hurt last night.
Yeah.
One of the 2 goalies for Colorado.
He got hurt on a stretch on a great save. McKenzie goes in and stops 10 of 10. But, I mean, it's a different team, too, right? Mm-hmm. And they would agree. That's part of why they're both playing so well.
Yeah. 19-1-6, the Colorado Avalanche. 9.5 to go here. Devils trailing 3-0. Hraskovian stood up, knocked down by Brendan Dillon. Here's Brett out on a line with Brown and Glass. So now it's Brown with it. Gets it to Siegenthaler, has some room, moves across, backhand pass, stop. The follow-up comes to Jonas, an easy save by Ottinger. Would have loved to have seen a shot there. The gates opened, the seas parted.
Well, I know Jonas doesn't have a goal, but I have seen him score.
Yeah.
But he wanted so badly. I think he was shocked. He said, I'm going right up the middle. They're not touching me. But then when he got through them, then he realized, I got to pass it to the wing. And really, I would think you don't know who's going to score. You don't know how it's going to happen. Just throw the biscuit at the net and see if it materializes into something.
Icing called on Dallas. Do you have a hockey hero in your life? We'll nominate them today to be a hometown hockey hero presented by Campbell's. They'll have the chance to be recognized at a Devils game this season and receive a customized jersey. Visit NewJerseyDevils.com/hockey heroes to nominate someone today.
Well, a lot of the fans are leaving, which we understand, Matty, disappointedly so.
Yeah, as the Devils trail 3-0 with 8.5 to go in the third. Danger of losing their third straight. And here's a shot that sails over the crossbar. That came from Kolyachonov. Mercer up for Palat. Center circle. Right wing side try. Blocked away at the blue line.
And there was the restoring of that line with Ritzik, Mercer, and Palat. At least that last shift. We'll see if that continues. But, I mean, you feel for the coaches, too, right? They've made some changes. Well, will something shake up something loose? I mean, it's not shaking up the players because they're trying hard. They just need some luck, and they haven't had any.
Lamico across the line. Looks to center off the stick of Petrovic. Now Lamico takes it away from Capobianco. Far side, it's Foxa. His pass tipped, but Petrovic with it. Taken away by Lamico for Glendenning. Stripped by Blackwell. 7:20 to go in the third. Devils trail 3-0. Good shift here by the Devils, but Dallas able to clear.
Yeah, they've had the puck, right, Matty, in the Dallas end for long periods of time tonight. Just can't finish.
Meyer with it. Tries to get it far side, but Capobianco picks it off behind the net. Now it's pumped up ahead. Here comes Rantanen with some room. And a shot that's off the glass. Comes all the way around. Hischier picks it up at center ice. Across the blue line. Cuts to his left. Looks to hand it off to Neeson, but he went one way, the puck the other. Dallas on the counterattack.
And you know Rantanen's going to shoot. Why? He's going for the hat trick. He did on that last rush.
Yeah, he's got one goal. Just the one. Robertson and Heiskanen are the others.
Oh, Heiskanen, it was he who passed it.
Yes.
Okay, then he was going for the double. Because he could have passed it, but when you got a shot like his, you're going for that.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
You know, well, the Devils, somebody needs a hat trick. The Devils do. The team does. They're behind 3-0. 6:31 to go here in the third period. You're listening to the New Jersey Devils hockey broadcast.
Premio Sausage presents life's biggest questions.
Mark, you just led your team to victory today. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, what kind of sausage are they grilling out there? I can practically taste it from here.
Let's go back up to the booth.
Well, Diana, by the smell of things, there's no doubt they're cooking Premio Italian sausage. Premio is made with butcher quality cuts of meat, authentic Italian spices, and nothing else. Just add your own personal touch for a winning recipe.
When sausage is the question, Premio is the answer. Premio, the way sausage should be.
An orthopedic surgeon can replace a damaged joint, but they can't replace time. For you, or for the person who has to drive you around. That's why you need a surgeon who's close to home. At RWJ Barnabas Health, we have the specialized care you need to get moving again. Do it right. Here. Visit rwjbh.org/ortho. RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy. Together.
You know, whenever I drive in for a Devils game, I know exactly where I'm going to park because I reserve my spot ahead of time with Park Mobile. I don't have time to drive around looking for parking. I just use the Park Mobile app to easily reserve the spot I want. Then I drive right to that lot and there's a guaranteed spot waiting for me. It's easy. You can make a parking reservation right in the Park Mobile app or on the parkmobile.io website. Search for Prudential Center, select your game, and reserve your spot. So the next time you're going to watch the Devils at Prudential Center, book your spot before you leave the house with Park Mobile, a smarter way to park.
This is Nico Hischier. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network.
Devils back in action on Friday against the Vegas Golden Knights. Our coverage begins at 6:50 here on the Devils Hockey Network. Around the National Hockey League, Philadelphia now 5-2 in front of Buffalo. That's after 2 in Philadelphia. Montreal and Winnipeg tied at 2. They're in the second. Later on, Utah at Anaheim. Washington on the road against San Jose. 3-3 was the score in the third in the game between Utica and Rochester. Here's Rantanen, tries to get it to Johnston. It's poked away, pushed ahead to Timo Meyer. At the blue line, he has it poked away, recovers outside in center ice, comes cross ice for Hischier, who redirects it in.
See, both those passes, right, Manny, just a little bit off, and the Devil had a reach for him, and they weren't able to grab it, and the Stars got it.
Meyer gloves the puck down in the corner, but a hand pass is going to be called, and so will come out of the zone.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, you know, just not tape to tape, close, but just a little bit, not even a foot, maybe 6 inches, a little bit too far ahead of the player looking for the puck. I don't know, Matt. You know, we'll break it down. We'll hear the coach after the game. We'll have some good insight, you and I, too. But it's really puzzling because the Devils are not playing terrible. They're just not playing... Well, tonight they just haven't played better. They played hard and they've done well. But let's be honest, I think Dallas is playing an absolutely lights-out game for them.
Yeah, they played very, very well.
Yeah.
Ottinger had to make a couple of big-time saves.
Yeah.
The breakaway, shorthanded breakaway by Mercer, has that gone differently?
Oh, yeah. And then Lamico, you know, I know he hasn't scored, but if he had scored on the break, that would have changed things.
Or Glendening on the rebound.
Oh, gee, there's another. Oh, yeah, Glendening, all he's got to do is get it up over the pad.
Yeah, could have changed the course of the game.
Yeah.
Well, it may have, just on the negative side, right?
Yeah, well, exactly. And we were looking for the third and fourth line to get some goals, and those are two real good opportunities for them that they weren't able to capitalize on.
Penalty coming up. Stick was knocked out of the hands of Oscar Beck. And it's...
Dougie Hamilton again?
I think so, yep. He's meandering toward the penalty box.
This is a second
jersey number 17
penalty. You know, and Dougie doesn't think... I mean, at least he's feisty. I'm not saying... Let's see, any penalty is right. The puck goes up in the air. Oh, my. Let's see what happens here. Oh, yeah, he gets hit, but with his own stick.
With his own stick.
Referee, they don't get a second chance to look at it like us. So I don't think that was a penalty, but anyway, it is. And now they're talking to Dougie Hamilton. Maybe they will change it. I don't know. Anyway, we got a timeout. 5:11 to go here in the third period. 3-0 Dallas over New Jersey. You're listening to the New Jersey Devils hockey broadcast.
The scrape of blades, the clash of sticks. Hockey's more than a game. It's unrelenting, never give up moments that make you feel alive. And so you commit to the weekly ups and downs, the long road to the playoffs. You wear your heart on your sleeve and your jersey with pride. And when you're there for your team, the NHL shop is there for you. Check out the largest selection of official NHL gear at NHLshop.com. The Fanatics experience.
Operating engineers are the men and women that move mountains. And the Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, ELEC, puts them to work. They create opportunities for the men, women, and union signatory contractors of Local 825, repaving our roads, keeping our homes bright and warm, and even building our favorite team stadium. We understand infrastructure. That's why ELEC and Local 825 are ready to get to work.
Premio Sausage presents life's biggest questions.
Mark, you just led your team to victory today. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, what kind of sausage are they grilling out there? I can practically taste it from here.
Let's go back up to the booth.
Well, Diana, by the smell of things, there's no doubt they're cooking Premio Italian sausage. Premio is made with butcher-quality cuts of meat, authentic Italian spices, and nothing else. Just add your own personal touch for a winning recipe.
When sausage is the question, Premio is the answer. Premio, the way sausage should be.
This is Jesper Brad. You're listening to Matt and Chico on the Devils Hockey Network.
Well, a double minor for high sticking was assessed against Dougie Hamilton. But as we saw, and because it was a double minor for high sticking, it is subject to review. And the officials looked at it, and what did they determine?
No penalty at all.
Why?
Nothing. Because it was Dougie Hamilton's stick hitting the Dallas Star. Who was it that got hurt? Beck's stick. And it's his stick that came up and cut him.
Yep.
But you know what, Matt? I don't know. That's the first break the Devils have had. Not that it's a break, but because it shouldn't have been a penalty. But let's see. You know what I want? I know you're the same way. Now we're just playing to get a goal, to get some confidence, to make the Devils feel good about their hard work tonight.
The games keep coming. Yeah. And the Devils just need a little something, a little juice.
Yeah.
5 minutes to go. Here's Kritzu down the left wing wall. Try to get it to the blue line. It's picked off by Hinson. Now Jamie Benn, who has 2 assists tonight, backhands in. Markstrom tried to play it up to the blue line. It was knocked down by Ben. Ben along the near wall, double team. Mercer takes it away, looks around quickly now, gets it to Luke Hughes. Tries to find Nemitz. It's blocked, comes back to Luke, passes it up ahead, but too far for Gritsu.
Matt, after the next whistle, I want to talk about that third goal. I was wrong.
Connor loses control of the puck. Lamico for Siegenthaler. His wrister is gloved.
Okay, I missed some of it. Lindell shoots the puck, Matty, and you tell me what you saw. So he shoots the puck, it's on net, and what?
Rantanen was waving the stick in front.
Right. And we think he might have touched
possibly tipped it.
Because it's a catchable play for Markstrom. Normally he's just going to grab that. But it didn't. It went down through his legs, and then Rantanen put in the rebound.
Lamico with a chance. His shot deflects wide.
So I'm glad that Matty caught that, because that's a whole different game if that's what happened, right? Then Markstrom has no chance on not controlling the rebound.
Yeah, icing on Dallas. No, you're right. And then if you think about the 3 goals, the first one, he and Siegenthaler run into each other.
Yes.
And then the backdoor goal by Robertson, no chance.
Good point. Yeah. And we're not making excuses, but we got to call it like it is. You can't just say, oh, they were terrible tonight. Oh, they lost 3-0. That's not the case.
Off the draw, puck comes in on Ottinger. He stops it, lays it off for Petrovic. Bastian now carries it out to center ice. Stay with us for the post-game show. Chico mentioned it earlier. We'll hear from the coach. And we'll get locker room reaction as we get a face-off.
Well, Matt, the response by the players can only be one thing. We got to finish chances. Whatever that means. Get luck, maybe more accurate, not hit as many, shin pads and butts and stuff. They had a lot of shots blocked. But other than that, you can't break it down and say, what? I mean, here's the one thing. Oh, power play, Matty.
Yep, they could have done something on that. Johnston's snapper is grabbed by Markstrom. No shots.
See, that's what I mean. And you know what happens, folks? And you've heard it. And I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but their movement, like their overall movement, it's not flowing. But when you don't score and you get a little nervous and you're apprehensive, what do? You quit moving.
Yeah. Long range shot off the draw, goes off the glass. Rantanen picks it up, 3.5 to go. So the Devils had 2 power plays tonight. Didn't get a shot on either one.
Yeah. And there wasn't good movement. I will say that.
Meanwhile, Dallas scoreless on the power play, but the setup for Johnston was brilliant. It was a great save by Markstrom. So you're right. They had the movement.
Yeah,
even though they didn't score, Devils didn't really have any movement. Oh, now here's a pass cross ice and glass. Played it off his skates. It was in his skates, and then he couldn't tee it up.
Well, then it was bouncing on him off the skates, and as he went to shoot it, flipped over his stick. A lot of frustrated bodies down there in red jerseys tonight.
Palat sends it in. Ottinger plays it away from Gritsu. So, yeah, you can say all you want. Bear down, get some luck. Those are factors. There's no question.
Yeah.
And they just got to work through it. Now, the Devils were 8-1 off that 8-game winning streak. Not coincidentally, Brett Pesce gets hurt against Colorado, the 8th straight win. Hasn't played since. And if this holds up as the puck goes out of play, the Devils will be 8-9 since. And Jack Hughes gets hurt in that period.
And you're right, Matty. Here's the bottom line, folks. Don't try to think too deep. They just got to play through it. They're a good team. They will get better. But when? We don't know. We hope the next game. But you're right. You've got to just play through it. Play hard. Play responsible. And just believe, and like it will, it'll turn around.
2 minutes to go here in the third. Devils trailing 3-0.
Oh, my. It's hard to believe that that's the score, but it is.
Yeah. There's Carter driving in, slows down at the side of the net.
You know, and I get the 3 by Dallas, but what's really hard is the nothing. Like, Devils have had some good scoring chances if we get offside here. And, you know, I always feel bad for the fans. I would say a third of them are still here, so hanging in there. But, you know, Matty, it's bewildering. Because I had a lot of fans say, "How are the Devils going to do tonight? They're going to win, right?" I don't know. But if you said, "You know what? They're going to lose 3-0 tonight," I would have said, "No way. They might lose, but it ain't going to be 3-0."
Yeah, I would agree with you.
Yeah.
Minute and a half to go. Puck in the Dallas end. Friday, it's Vegas. Will we see Carter Hart start in goal? He started last night. He might.
Well, I like Matty. You tried to jinx Ottinger tonight and beaten the Devils. Not only is he going to beat them, he's probably going to get a shutout.
Yeah.
But I'm not holding that one.
Thank you.
No.
1 minute to go. Puck is cleared by the Stars. Ottinger with 13 career shutouts, 0-2-1 lifetime against the Devils. That 0 is going to go away.
Yeah.
Goose egg or chicken egg, whatever it is.
Rotten egg is what it is.
For
if
sure.
We're the Devils.
Yeah, 40 seconds to go. Dallas continues its winning ways. It'll be their 18th win of the season. They'll improve to 18-5-5. Shot from the far wall and handled by Ottinger. 28.9 to go.
You know, Matty, in this topsy-turvy league this season, with teams winning, losing, beating teams unexpectedly, what you said, it's amazing that Denver, they've lost one regular season game.
One regulation, yeah.
I mean, regulation.
Yeah. 19-1-6.
I mean, that's pretty amazing. But
they're a plus 50 in goals. Plus 50.
Yeah.
Dillon at the left point. Now for Brown, out high. Arister gloved by Ottinger, no rebound. And just a little over 13 seconds remaining, and the Devils about to lose their third straight.
Yeah, I mean, hockey is about your stars performing, right? And the Colorado Avalanche Stars are doing just that. They're getting good support, too, from other players, and who would have thought that the two goalies were going to be as good as they are? Wedgwood and Mackenzie Blackwood. And I know it's a result of their team in front of them as well.
Little something behind the play. As the horn sounds, it's Nason and Kolyachonok. And they get separated.
Oh, good. Kolyachonok. Yeah, Matty? You know, some nights even play-by-play guys get tested with some of the names. And you nailed them all. Unfortunately, the Devils couldn't nail any of the shots and the chances they had in the Dallas end, so they weren't able to even get one goal. And you feel bad for the fans. You hope they would have had something to cheer about. But that's hockey, right? And now, as you said, Matty, you know what it is? Just play through it. Don't think too much. Just keep it simple. In terms of doing all the things that you could take care of. Don't look to anybody else. It's on you, each individual player. Play your best, and it will turn around. But at this moment, as those guys go down the hallway to the dressing room, they're very frustrated.
3-0 Dallas with the win tonight. We'll have the post-game show when we come back. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network.
Take a free shot at winning $10,000 with the Golden Goal Sweepstakes, brought to you by PlayStar, the official online casino of the New Jersey Devils. Join PlayStar today and you'll enjoy a deposit bonus of up to $500, along with up to 500 free spins. Find more ways to play like a champion with hundreds of the hottest games, including blackjack, roulette, and the best slots in New Jersey. Download the app or search PlayStar.com and be the star. Terms and conditions apply. You must be 21 or older and within the state of New Jersey to play. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. In hockey, it's all about protecting the net. And at Prudential, we're all about helping you protect your life's work. As the official financial services partner of the New Jersey Devils, Prudential's rock-solid expertise is designed to help you reach your goals. After all, no matter where you are in life, you've got something to protect. Visit Prudential.com today and see how we can help you.
For the last 125 years, the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers Local 102 has powered progress and built a brighter future. As we celebrate this incredible milestone, we honor the dedication of our past, the strength of our present, and the promise of our future. Together, we're stronger. Together, we're Local 102.
This is Juho Lammikko. You're listening to Matt and Chico on the Devils Hockey Network.
They're now 6-0-2 in their last 8 and 15 wins in their last 21 games.
Well, scoring has been a challenge for the Devils recently. And you know what? We know it. Fans, you know it. The Devils recently. And you know what? We know it. Fans, you know it. Unfortunately, so do the players. And I'm just saying, I don't know internally, but we've all experienced stress. And none of us function the best under stress. And you could make excuses for, well, don't be stressed. Well, yeah, I know. But it's hard sometimes to eliminate it. And the only way the Devils can actually get out of that stress of not scoring is what? Score some goals. Yeah, right? And they're not. So
it's a simple answer. Yes. Not easy to get there.
Yes.
Not easy to stop squeezing the sticks and all that sort of good rot. As the Devils lose 3-0, 3 straight losses, they'll end this homestand on Friday against Vegas. Let's check the out-of-town scoreboard. It's presented by Premio's Sausage, real Italian sausage, real Italian taste. The way sausage should be. They're in the third period in Philadelphia, early in the third, and the Flyers have a 5-2 lead over the Buffalo Sabres. Sabres coming into the game had won 2 straight. That's in grave danger of coming to an end. The Flyers trying to bounce back off their most recent game, a loss. They've gotten goals from Travis Konechny, Trevor Zegers, Bobby Brink, Noah Cates from the University of Minnesota at Duluth, and Owen Tippett. No Tyson Forster for Philadelphia. Did you see that play where he broke it? I don't know what he broke. He got hurt. He was taking a slap shot, not unlike Nemitz's slap shot.
Oh, yeah?
And just went down with some sort of upper body injury.
He's out?
Yeah, he's going to be out for a bit now. 2 to 3 months with a UBI.
Okay, Maddie, I'm just saying this. I'll say it again. I'm not in favor. Who is in this many games? 5 games in like 9 days. That's the muscles have to relax and recover. But it's game after game, and maybe it's coincidence. I don't think so, Matt. And no one's going to say that it's just the result of too many games. But I